the blade and it started to melt. Very same person you're training. I don't
Warren.
know how that happened. I decided just to pretend it didn't happen.
Now, why can't the weather be more like
People
this?
saw it, and it was written down just like plastered on her phone.
I do need to deliver those invitations. Now I wonder where.
I'm just waiting for like some big riot to happen.
Right. Well, the
Good morning.
sergeants spotted, well,
Morning, Mr. Aegon. I trust you are well.
Hmm,
there's like 5 people.
I suppose so.
Oh my god.
They at the meeting are
It's
coming
not
in,
morning.
Shifty.
I slept through the morning.
so- Yes.
I suppose that's a good thing, then.
Say again.
Well-
Indeed.
Good day. Oh! I have something for you, if you don't mind the interruption.
Oh,
It's 2
Oh.
invitations to a very prestigious gathering.
invitations.
Make sure to give it to your beloved. Bye-bye.
I will. Thank you, love.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, fancy.
Ludwig? Where is he? Ludwig? Oh well. I'll try and give it to Sanders. Sarah! I'll give one to Sarah.
I thought you had died. Oh no.
Seeing as Sanders is nowhere to be found, I will just find... There. Do hope he's not at the front.
Meat is the best. Baylor, listen carefully. I'm serious, you bitch. Get into character now, you piece of shit.
It is, but I can't do that right now.
Mm-hmm. 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 Must not be home. Oh!
Eddie.
God! I didn't expect to see you in here. I was looking for Sarah. I was giving her the invitations for her and Sanders. I can't find Sanders anywhere. So the 2 invitations to
Would
the
you like me to,
picnic thing.
would you like me to give this to her?
Yes?
Most excellent, my
That's
lady.
the
I will.
point. I have more to
I will
deliver.
do that at once.
Sure. See you then. That is... What is extra doing it? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Samuel. Smithy. Samuel.
Not even going to say hello?
I'm going to catch up with you after I handle this.
Okay.
Nah.
Hey. Hey, you got lacquer?
Yes.
I got a lacquer right here. You won't be working here in the next few times or something rather. It's an invitation for you to a prestigious gathering, a picnic, if you would.
But I need
seeing
him
as
to
it's
work.
a fasting day, No
Is he
picnic.
going?
Well, per se. It's an
I don't
outing.
know.
Yes, he can work. It's for
Sure.
later.
Okay, then
Don't
he's
worry.
in there.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
How much lacquer do you need? I have 3 more back at the vineyard.
I need a minimum of.
Who else is on my list? Hello, Oliver. Hello, Lodi. Hello, everyone. Thank you for the resub. Thank you, guys. Oh! Welcome back. We slept very well. It was the exact amount of rest we needed. Increments and trades. Who else? Kaz. Where is Kaz?
Running around.
If you see them, would you tell them I have something for them? It's not business related, but I have something.
Do you have food? I'm sorry. There's a fast going on. I'm gonna have to. No, you're fine.
I don't have food, and I am fasting today, but for my own reasons, not just the law reasons.
So.
All right. Well, do tell them.
When are you doing school again?
I have this kid's book so she can read, but.
School tomorrow. Tomorrow. Okay. Okay. Good. She knows. Tomorrow.
Hello.
Don't wave to them.
Hello.
Keep moving.
They're-
Don't wait. Keep
they're,
moving. Don't fucking talk to me.
Yes, sir. No words
Fuck off,
needed.
nobodies.
I know that word. Fuck off.
Nobody. Ooh. Oh. And 6. Only 8. I will find Kaz somewhere. And Ludwig will get his.
There's way more than what they say.
Okay, so basically, there was 4 or 5 of them. 5 of them. Right. They had
What the?
Okay, let me start from here. So hours killing at the.
You've got to do something about those defenses. Holes in the wall, perhaps. Oh, that's right. We extended the farms, didn't we? There's a lot more now. Good thing, too. We'll need them. I do hope the orcs stay far away. God. Just give me one day where I can take the day off. I wonder if that damn thing still fits me. It would be nice to wear something even lighter.
All dry. Okay.
Sit. Stool.
No, Torty's not on it.
This is what's known as a closed roleplay. So there's an application process. Yeah, but you would need to talk to Brunswick.
Huh? What?
How's your horse?
Fine.
Good.
Fat. Because someone keeps feeding him. When he doesn't need to be fed. But he's good. Thank you. He'll live.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Last I saw him, he was a bit spooked, but dude, pretty happy to see you.
He's good now. That's all I could ever want from my good horse. He's not a war horse, he's a workhorse. Some people often forget that.
Well, destroyers are far between and very expensive.
Agreed.
But, you know,
I prefer a more
horses are
loyal
loyal animals.
companion.
Exactly.
overly
Well, I won't
aggressive,
take any more of your time, Lady Heidemann.
Uh-huh.
men are.
I'm glad you
out
and
and
your
about.
horse are doing well.
No trouble. Not
If they
bothered.
try to go after Joseph, make sure you help them out. Keep them off of him, because they shouldn't interact.
Oh, I have something for you. Good morning,
didn't
by
do
the
it.
way. No,
Good morning.
this is for you.
Just make sure it's willing, because that's my manner.
Open it. It is a personally signed first edition manuscript version of my book.
So long.
Good day.
Sir?
And also available from the well.
I see. Lady Heidemann, a word with you.
I am here.
Briefly inside.
Don't lose
thank
it.
you.
I only made 8 copies, and it took me a great
won't,
deal
I
of
promise.
time and paper.
Oh, and to the Major's office.
Is the Major back yet?
No, not until he is back. I oversee all command. I am his second, after all.
Second. Major Dar is not paying any effort to the war. It's gonna get us all killed. All for what? Hubris.
So, Lawton, grab me the scrolls. On the desk, the dining hall, if you will. Heidemann, may take a seat if you like.
I'll stand. I have the energy.
Very well. And I shall sit my old bones. Just got a brief question and report. As I am collecting reports from all section commanders of the front, left, center. My report has already been written, and now yours.
Sure. Would you like it by my mouth or for me to write it down?
How about I write it down for you, Lady Heidemann? I'll be delling up the
Sure.
reports in totality. After the indentures at the manor, and the reinforcements I told you to deal with. How was your line?
My line held, despite the insurmountable odds that we were faced with, our rifles breaking down and having to fight with a very thinly spread line. I blew through most of my medical supplies, if not all of them, keeping everyone alive as best I could. At one point, our own medic went down, my second medic, Corporal. And I had to do it all myself at one point. Until we got to the bridge that was only second toward the Sardillo camp, we debated whether or not we wanted to rest there for a spell, but we decided to quick march our way all the way back to the trench. Mostly from the Sardillo camp, thanks to their efforts in having over 300 stationed there. We weren't opposed along the way. The trench. Upon revisiting it yet again, we were assaulted not 10 minutes after our arrival. We were able to rest briefly. And then it was hard work afterwards. It cannot be remiss for me to say if I did not admit that Sarah played a key role in spotting out my conscript, that is, a drow. A key role in spotting out enemy reinforcements on the left and right and middle sections so that we were able to supplement our forces to one side of the trench and scatter the less needed forces to watch our flanks as we dealt with the majority of the force. Things got so dire, however, and I ran through all the 41st volleys because there weren't enough rifles from the 41st, for whatever known reason, I know not. But I was able to call down a volley on my own position as it was the only other option. It was that or be crushed. That won us the day. At the cost of one of our own, Sergeant. And he wasn't even a part of the 23rd.
What do you mean?
I lost a champion who wasn't a part of my company. Staff Sergeant. You knew him. He just... His wounds were so great, and I had not the supply. So I triaged him, marked him for dead, and hoped and prayed to God he would last, and he did not.
Lady Heidemann, champions are valued.
I did not say they weren't, Lieutenant. What would you have me do? Should I have not treated the other 5? Should I have left them all to die? Are they not as valuable?
They are
Wasn't a
not
part.
cannon fodder.
Yes, but he wasn't a part of my unit. I look after my own. As much as it grieves me to say as such, as much as I do regret it, and I am in mourning currently, and I am fasting for it. I shan't forget it, nor his service.
Staff Sergeant. Name.
It slips my mind. I need to go back.
Parties at some point today will be returning. Those that fell. Most likely his party, not most likely, his party will be returning to the clinic.
And we'll
Keep
make
that
sure it
blend
is
between
prepared
know his
properly.
name.
I know not the rituals of champions, just servicemen. I know not what you'd have me do.
You said I knew them. I know every champion here. If I haven't taught them in Sunmore, or in the fields of Ireland, part of my company.
He was the only casualty. He was the only casualty. There were no others.
I'm not here to honor his return to the clinic. I'll be heading to the front soon. Please give him my respects.
I will try and do so.
You're dismissed, Lady Hyden. Let's go to the house, hold on.
Thank you. Champions are valued. My unit wasn't. He wasn't even a part of my platoon. It was his own choice.
Maybe so. I'll think about it.
Got my hair cut today.
I assume this
Yeah.
is bodyguard.
Oh, good.
Who cut your hair?
Yeah.
Where to?
Not just.
So I went into town to get my hair cut. Really nice, northern lady.
Yeah, but you're keeping them safe. So
Very kind.
the habit too. Or maybe just let him carry
I felt a little bad because she kept trying to like engage in conversation. She was like, "Oh, so you didn't go to work today? You know, it's cold out."
This is
Like,
for
yeah,
you.
yeah, it's cold out. Like, yeah, didn't go to.
Okay, I'll keep it closed though.
Yeah, I got
Watch
it.
your head. I'm gonna close
Lady
it.
Heidemann, I can.
Mhm.
What is this?
It's my book. It is a first edition manuscript version of my poetry book I am looking to publish. And it is signed. Congratulations, in 10 years, you're going to see an antiquarian or an antiquities dealer, and they'll buy that off you for hundreds of gold. Hopefully. I'm very proud of my work, so don't lose it.
Ludwig,
Yes.
find me a lockbox and a good shovel.
I prefer you read it. It is for reading, after all. It needs to look aged to look antique, anyway.
Need to vacate this corner.
Hold on.
I feel like that requires. Well, actually, no, wait.
Don't mind the bathhouse.
But if this is a signed copy, wouldn't me not even opening it and keeping it pristine and fresh make it more valuable?
Sanders, read
Lady
it,
Heidemann?
please. You'll find a lot in there. References
You've been
to
wanting
all the people in
inspiration,
my
Alex.
life.
Poems. There you go.
Oh yeah, for my autobiography that I want to do.
Yeah, for your
If Ulrich
autobiography.
takes an interest,
How is your squad,
you can
Sanders?
take a read if you'd like.
Alive.
Of what?
My poetry book.
Am I? Not just alive.
It is a
Sanders,
first
I mean,
edition
faring
manuscript
well,
version,
their
personally
mortality?
signed by yours truly.
Sinclair? How are you feeling?
Wow, you sound full of yourself.
I
No,
am!
I'll take
I
it back.
spent work! This is months of writing. I had to edit this down myself. I had no help.
Claudia, you know Ulrich, this is his way of saying good job.
Doesn't sound like a good job.
Ask me
Where were you
What
last
else
night
is
when I
good
needed
job?
you?
You just have
God,
you
I
just
had
have
a
to
headache.
poems
gotta-
by
you just gotta pull the meaning out of the words. It doesn't sound like it's there, but it's there. You did
Pull the stick out of your ass too while you're at it.
inspired by
Ow!
thrones.
Will you freeze that?
What did you fucking do?
Broke my head.
Ask me
Oh.
why I treat
No,
them
she did it herself. Oh.
and remind me. Right.
Look, I don't have a signed copy for you, so that's Ludwig's, but you can borrow it if you
Ask
like to
me
dabble
why
in
I dare harm no soul.
poetry. It's called
despite
Prisoner's
many
Poetry by
scars of
Lady Lottie Hyde.
horrors untold.
Prisoners?
Ask me why
Poetry?
Prisoner's Poetry.
That for all
Pee-pee.
the
Pretty good.
loss, I still make the choice,
What is?
despite the
Yep,
cost.
see, right there.
Ask me
The
why,
poetry is pretty
throughout-
good.
that though my enemy you are. Why
It's
not
something I
join
had
in
time to write
fight
whilst in the
to
robber
cut this
baron's
scimitar?
kind cage.
Ask me,
Okay, that's
ask me, my friend, why for this land.
That's- you know,
I
fair enough.
stand
Better.
Look, I didn't know
How
if I was gonna
despite all
last
the
the day or
good
not,
and
so
the
I
soul
just
Little lamp
I
light.
wrote,
easily replaced.
and
Burn the
half of
lamp.
it's there, and the
Gods
rest is
all
half it
watch,
after
they
I got out.
scheme and plan.
Sure.
It took a
Some
lot
hear
of
her
work.
prayers even before she began. Ask me why, despite a knight's oath, he condemned her and so condemned them both. The fires of war have tarnished all. Death, our truth, our comfort, her song. Ask me before we part ways and say goodbye. Ask me, and I'll tell you why.
First poem I ever read.
Sword on.
You know what?
Alright, tell us why.
That's it. The end is why. Because throughout the entire poem,
Tell me
I
why.
am telling you why. And then you ask me again, and I will tell you once again to retell the story. It's a paradox repeat. That's the style.
Weak man, Lieutenant. I want you to know that.
There is one in there,
What?
though,
Son of a
that is my
bitch.
absolute favorite.
Sergeant Sanders. Surprise uniform inspection. Congratulations. You signed yourself up. Run center.
Bitch. Fucking.
Holy shit. If you
I
ever
did
do that
a comedy
in front of me
piece,
again.
actually.
Oh.
You'll like this one. This
Thank
this
you,
is when
sir.
I
May I
started
have
getting
another?
rather warm with the clinic, and I was okay being in their presence and all their finanglings and, cultural differences when it came to service members. So I thought this would brighten the
And
day.
drop your salute so don't say it. It's not the right one. We're not our land.
The fields of green, a sun so bright. How did I befall such a terrible plight? Boiled alive, then roasted thrice, yet no seasoning I would become, not a single spice. Grinded down to fine ashen powder, my remains all around me, the kettle steamed louder. A bed of fine steel, as
Machine
boiled
as
once
always.
more I am.
Sword.
Poured over cold clay, my blood all black now, unable to stand. A simple plant I was, no name I yet owned, until they gave me on. The Aussians call me Cup of Joe.
No. My God.
I think that was the last reason I needed.
I have
Can
an
you hold this down
invitation
so I
for
can run
you,
into it?
Kaz.
One of
I'm
few
glad
No,
we're
nice
I
missing.
will not do
You should
that.
be a battle poet.
Oh, I don't
This
know.
is for
hand it
you.
to me. Be a real good
It is an
career choice.
invitation to a picnic gathering. Though I'm not sure if it will be today.
I heard
Don't do
in
that.
Halo
May
they have
not be
battle poets.
today,
They rhyme at
but,
each other. And
You
whoever's
know,
the
it is
better
a
rhyme
fasting
wins.
day, so it's just a little gathering for a few group of people.
I
I'll
think
go
you
find
pulled that
the
out
next
of your
time,
ass.
if you're not doing it.
No, he's a real thing, I swear.
Uh-huh.
That's
No,
all.
yep,
That's
I
all
believe
wanted
you.
to share with you.
Yeah.
And have you ever been there?
Well, it was a little too loud. over
No,
there, so I
but like I've
walked
heard
over
stories
here.
about it.
It's very loud here now.
It is.
So
That's
like it has to be real, because stories are real, right?
Hi, Ludwig.
Annoying nuisance. Original
Oh.
poem by Tosha.
Hello.
No,
Inspired
you
by
dick!
Coffee shop.
But I guess my worldview is
Top
tainted.
of my game, master of my craft. I soar through the air, seeking putrid, stinking scrap. I'm 12 hours old, with hours more to live. Soon I'll die and in hell for my gross, delicious sin. They have yet to catch me now, 18 hours in.
We
I
need
found
every
me a
soldier. You
love-
can't yet.
Soon I'll meet my kin.
You can do it later.
22 hours now, and despite being so slow, my wings still carry me to the rotten pastry below. I found a cool wall now. It's time for a nap. My vision's so blurry. Is that a hand or a foot?
Isn't it funny?
I'm not a poet.
I think.
It's about a fly, a fruit fly. 24 hours to live. Smack.
Oh. Oh.
I wish that were me.
That was a good one.
Don't worry.
For just a low price of 1 silver, I will hit you with a book.
Use of your squad, seeing as the gunner likes to pull it away from you.
I'll do it for free.
No. I'm not paying you to hit me.
The gunner can do
Well,
Kaz,
then you shit out of luck.
I have a
that's
poem
it.
for you, Kaz. You'll like this one.
Speaking of which,
Has me to my boy.
This one relates to
That's
both
fine.
of us
Say
very
about it,
well,
Lisa.
I think. No, I know this by heart. I can recite it.
Of course.
You don't sound
Because it
like
happens to me
Buencios.
every month. Let me tell you.
Including
Let
you,
me tell you
sir.
how it goes.
Oh God.
The month has amounted to much. Seething emotions, destructive,
That's
sensitive
Reinhardt. He's been in my
touch.
squad for quite some time.
Excuse me?
I was in bed rest for a little while after that.
Hmm? Like what? What do you want? Ow! What
It is
the
rude
fuck?
to stare. Stand
You
in the
can
presence of
assault
your
people
lady.
in the street?
Yes, I most certainly can.
God!
You stand
What
in
do
the presence
you
of a
mean? You own the
lady, and I know
street?
exactly what you were doing. You think you're slick, don't you? You think you're top of your game, master of your class? You putrid,
What,
stinking
window
scrap.
fucking watching?
Sorry, I couldn't let him disgrace your honor.
Imperials grab that man, cut his balls off.
I see what's happened now. I see what happened now.
Yeah.
No.
Look, I'm a noble. He was dishonoring me and my friend. Sorry.
Understood.
Well, better you than me.
Yes, you would get thrown
It
in
was
prison.
you. Well, no, I know he was looking at me, but I mean,
know,
I
it's
have a
funny the
pummel.
I'll
first time
finish. Let me
Lieutenant did it,
finish my recital.
He's actually going to go behead that man.
Filled with fire, though not one that glows. Rivers of crimson as my insides. Red flows. I yell, shriek, I curse and cry. The gods have abandoned us. I want to die. Man could never understand. The curse I must confront. I'm emotional
ready for
walking
the
death.
ringing's
1
back.
week of every month.
It will never go away. Good luck.
No, it goes away.
It's time for some cranberry
It's
juice.
true, though.
It's true.
So I took care of my ears when I got down.
Don't look at me like that.
He steps over here and
Who
cuts
is
his
that
I
balls
said
off.
it first.
I
No,
just
you
want you
didn't.
to know.
Yes, I did.
The major
Yes, what?
stared for 30
Hello.
seconds.
I don't think I know your name.
He's the worst
thing about
offender.
early stages of tinnitus.
I'm just gonna stay
can
out of
happen
whatever's happening on the
where
other
you
side of the
can
pillar.
actually recover.
I'm
But
not
it's
going to say
very,
that. That's
very
probably smart.
early stages, and you gotta act fast. Like,
He's not denying.
see,
Nothing.
what I started doing, I started
Anyway, I
doing
hope you like my
earplugs
poem.
when we get to the front.
Hopefully it'll
See,
become
when
a
I
renowned
initially started,
book one
I
day.
did
I don't know. There's quite a lot
all
in there.
that banging on like
It's mainly
metal on
for
metal.
children and young adults.
I've started to develop tinnitus, so I started putting my earplugs in,
Mhm.
started listening to less loud
Well, except
things.
for the one you just
Did
said.
that for about, like, a week.
It's for young adults.
Ringing
Adolescents? Hello?
Fair enough, I guess.
And I don't mention anything grotesque. It's
Put that
just
in the part of
true.
my brain that is advice.
a lot of my writings in here. If you ever
Well, you
come
did
about to
say your
reading
red
it,
insides
short,
flow,
always
so
wear earplugs.
that's kind
that's
of
right.
grotesque.
Doing loud shit.
I forget.
injured?
I'm an absolute idiot. You also
Oh.
get a signed copy. It is a first edition manuscript edition of my book, Prisoner Poetry.
Kaz, did you just
Prisoner
like it?
poetry?
Prisoners Poetry by Ladia H.
Hey.
You know, no offense, Lady Heidemann,
Uh-huh.
but you said you wrote these poems, but all of them are credited to an individual by the name of Tosha.
I'm going to actually
I
break
don't-
your mind.
Knowles is the one who makes
Which? Which?
Listen,
Which?
I
Oh,
tried to
really?
rape them.
You have a lot of range, Ladia.
Ooh, man's best friend. This one looks nice.
Yes, it's related to several people. You might be able to. Some of my poems are based off of real people. You might find the similarities, and you'll go, "Oh my God, that is that person." Wait a minute,
Watching-
that's Major Dario.
Watch,
Exactly
Just watch.
what I wanted from
watching
The
Arnold Smith.
a book. That's my left hand. I can carry my sword.
Shh,
Oh, God.
shh. I'm listening.
Darkness to blinding light. I bend and break from his strength and might. For thousands of years, I've rested deep in the rock.
I do.
Until I found and coveted by man's greed and other such flock. I have learned to sing the
most
most glorious tune. From rock and hardened iron to fire I was immune. The anvil sings my praises, my creed. Not knowing by my creation, I must commit a most awful deed. Thirsting for their blood, their crimson red ichor.
Ichor.
I've bested every man and young boy. Shut the fuck up, Lottie. I'm trying to
Ichor. It won't rhyme if you don't say
My
Ichor.
lady, pardon me.
You're always talking back to the menfolk. You need to know your police.
Though he was no fighter, the old griffin,
You're right.
he too has bested me not. Smithing wasn't his trade. Vengeance, he was taught.
Mm.
Now I wait in restricting darkness once more. Someone please free to kill and to rend. My name, the sword. Man's best friend.
Yes. The world is sold by violence wherever we go, in most cases. It only seems appropriate that it is not a dog that is man's best friend.
Violent poems?
A lot of it toward the end are violent and more realistic as, well, months turned into rather dark ones. But there is some
What
light
the
in them
fuck
still.
indeed?
Some of them are very true to me.
What?
I just want you to know that,
Yeah.
Sanders. Some of them are very, very true to me. This is my heart poured into work.
Like I forgot something.
Like, I would
I'll
not
be right
lie.
back, actually.
Thanks for the warning.
Well, I'm just saying, a lot of these are like extremely violent.
Grab that woman. Nah, she's going away.
Sorry to bother you, Miss Heinemann. I heard you slapped someone. I just want to know what the reason behind
Yes,
that
I
was.
slapped an individual for dishonoring me and my friend in a public space through indecent acts of exposure with their eyes. I would have his eyes on a plate by noon. It is noon, so tomorrow. No, just slap on the wrist and send him on his way, man.
Private, remember the rules. Don't subtract from the population, don't add to the population. Come on.
Maybe he shouldn't have been staring at a noble with his incestuous eyes.
I get that. Don't worry.
You can
If he
always
does it
tell.
Again, I should arrest him. Anyways.
I don't
No,
actually have
plan on
anywhere to
adding
stay.
or
Can you hold on to
subtracting
this for me?
population, Sergeant.
Sure.
However, I am going to subtract vast
Ooh, okay, this
numbers
one's
of
That's
this
what you need
one's
to do.
this one's nice, short, perfect. Hurt. Inspired by Princess Bride.
This man.
Desperate for love.
You put it in the book to be
It's
mad at him.
it's not.
My
it's
face
in
red
print.
and pink, mixed with fear, mostly blush. How do I fix my own heart, my own desires, my soul? My grief
I'm gonna put mine
devours
somewhere
me
safe,
each
and
day.
I'll read it tonight.
Loneliness has taken its toll. Fuck.
Yes.
I don't know who this Princess Bride is, but she sounds like a bitch to make you
I'm
hurt this
going
badly.
to actually kill you.
What's the next one inspired by, Sanders?
You should see the next one. It's inspired by obesity.
Actually, it's Toothless Madman, inspired by Dead Poets Society.
I'm going to kill you.
Oh, there it is. In
What
bed,
do you need?
inspired by obesity.
I need, Erdhard wants to speak with you. He's at the tavern.
Okay.
I'm
I
sorry.
gotta go.
I'm being a
Give me my
shitter.
fucking
Take care.
phone back.
Oh,
Thank
Just
you.
like
Luck.
reading out
Oh.
loud. You know, there's guys at taverns who get paid for this kind of stuff. They just read books out loud to people who are too lazy to read for themselves.
I could never charge for reading. Except for books. Because books are collector's items. People need those in their homes. So, of course, you want to make money off it, right?
Right, yes.
But
Sergeant, I need to
It
get rid
means
of
if you
somebody
keep
in the
reading,
box.
you're gonna have to pay
this is
her.
actually...
Mhm.
You don't think I'm gonna get... Wait, you think if I read this entire book just out loud here, you don't think I'm gonna get... You don't think I'm gonna get, like, ownership striked by Lottie.
You'll be
Heidemann,
copywritten
right?
struck by me.
Who notarized it?
Me! I edited it.
You do
I
that in a foreign
notarized
country?
everything. I have Lady Melek, who's my sponsorship, that got me
Oh,
book
right.
and print for it. That's all she did. She got me in the contact with the right people.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
She's
Well,
an
Lady
interesting
Heinemann, you
individual.
can have all
She's crazy,
$5
but
that
she's cool.
I'll probably earn this year from
Take your word for it.
reading your book.
Oh, if you do, make sure to pay me royalties.
Oh my god.
All five of them.
Yes, all five people that will give you that money.
I think you
No,
meant
all
$5.
$5.
Oh, all five. Mm-hmm.
Does it say Does it say $5.99 in the U.S. and $7.99?
So yeah,
in Canada and the
I wrote
EU
all this. In
on
case
the
you guys didn't know,
back?
this entire document is me. I wrote this. All of it. All of it.
I'm sorry. I had
No,
to.
but it does say Scholastic
stupid, but I
Book
had to.
Fair.
Anyway, I glossed over a good bit of them, and I will read them all tonight, I assure you.
Read them in your own time. No, don't read it all in the night.
They're actually
It's something
pretty nice.
you do over time. Come on.
I see.
It's meant to be
No,
give me something
enjoyed,
to
I
do
not
when I
actually
speed
very
can't
much
read.
like this.
I'm not speed reading it. I
know-
need something to do at night.
I've speed
You know
read.
what, Lady
I
Heinemann?
once finished a
If I'm-
300-page
if I'm
book in an
lucky
hour.
enough-
I believe it.
You know what, Lady Heidemann?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm lucky enough, I'll read these to my children someday.
Dude, I hope.
God willing.
God, so willing, you know. Fucking...
Well, with this mortality rate, I'm not too sure you'll last very much longer. Look, if you ever needed an out, Sanders,
What,
The
you want
hell
me to be
is
a
I'll
ghost
do it.
rider?
no, I'm saying
Dude, I had a fucking heart attack. I thought that cat was a chicken real fast.
let me
I thought
be
we were
honest with you.
Siege.
If it came down to Sanders, unfortunately, disappearing during an orc raid,
Oh,
I'd make it
good.
so no one would think twice.
Alright, help him unload.
No rush needed.
How bad?
Dead. Not how bad.
How many?
Champion on the right flank. From last night.
Yes. Is that
Sergeant
all?
Ulrich
Soldiers.
returns home. No, we have another soldier, private, returning the
Ulrich,
dead from last night.
that was his name.
He's sick. Alright.
We'll just take them inside and put them on the room on the left, and I'll take care of them until their own. See to the funeral rites.
Private. Oh wait, never mind. Not one of mine.
Just when I was having a good day.
You don't?
Get them put over here and covered up.
Champion will need to be.
The only casualty of the
cleaned
last
out.
night.
He'll need to go over there. Thanks, Cookie. Armor's gotta come off.
We
made it as far as we did.
Us. Yes, us. From the man who wasn't even in our platoon. Not even a part of our company. Really makes you wonder why. Rigor mortis is gonna make this very hard to do. At the break bones.
The legs will be easy, it's the arms are the hard part.
Hmm. There is a smithy hammer in the bottom right drawer. Bring it out, won't you? It's for,
Yes, mate.
the joints. I lack the strength.
I got this side, so I'll move over there. Give me a hand with this, would you?
Yes, sir.
Alright. Hold right here. I'm gonna try to knock this up and off. Right? Watch your fingers. There it goes.
Takes the sheet and just covers it up.
Okay. We get his legs if somebody hasn't already.
You'll have to knock them inward. To the side and to the side, because these won't come off. They've been crushed in.
Let me stand there. It'll make this easier for both of us.
Right.
Try to take it off. This one. Come on. Same thing. Alright. But you two know them better than I do. I'll let you handle the rest. I'll put this over here in case you need it, but you shouldn't.
I didn't see a problem. Didn't know him at all.
I had several interactions with him over the past month or so, and it was a day in the life, so to speak. I'd be on the bench, he'd come up, he'd say his line, I'd say mine. He'd be at the embassy, I'd be at it, I'd pass by. He was very, how do I say, I don't think he liked me very much, if I must be honest. But over time, I think he grew a little warmer. There was a standoffishness to him. He was very reserved. That's the word. Reserved.
Reserved.
In many places where many people were talking, he held his silence. He was good like that, I think. He would just listen to everyone else, let them say their piece.
Stoic.
He would offer his advice. I'd rarely listen, because young, naive, didn't think I'd be in this position. Perhaps I should have.
My mama always said the wise man listens, or he speaks.
That is good advice. Probably something he learned, or he took an oath and had to be the silent type. Champions often do that.
Alright.
So I have a feeling if he wanted to say what he wanted to say, he would have. Who's gonna stop him?
Not much, I would imagine. Ella took an orc arm.
He's the first man I killed.
True. Do not kill him.
I did. Look at me, Harrington. Harrigan. I looked at him and saw his wounds, 6 of which I couldn't make out if I'd be able to treat at all. And I saw 6 others in the same trench. It was... I try and spend as much time in surgery on him to save him. Or I mock him and hope that his bleeding clots on its own, and I could get the other medic up to treat the others. My hand was broken. I couldn't do it on my own.
Kill him. You saved 6 others.
In so doing, I mocked him black. I know what I did.
To say such a thing applies less blame to the orcs.
Like it or not, Harrigan, I did. And the thing is, he saw me and knew exactly why I had to make that choice. He knew. He knew the triage protocol. He knew. If Sotar wouldn't spare him, then certainly not any skill from a baker woman. Someone not a part of my company.
He was a wise man.
He didn't have to say it, he knew. Not a part of the company. Threw himself in the trench. Because he saw that's what needed to be done. Or, I don't know, just wanted to be there. In his last words, he thanked me. Said it was an honor to serve. Under me. I wonder how a man could say that. But that was the first and last time he did. And all I could do is hold
Maybe
him.
he said it because it was true.
Whether it was or not, I did my part, and I held him, and I rubbed Glimmerroot over his wounds to ease the passing. And I blessed him, and I thanked him in kind. I couldn't save his body, but God, I surely hope I saved his soul. That is all I could ever offer.
I'm sure he's drunk on his ass in Sotar's embrace, huh? Or gave him a lot of alcohol to prolong the journey with?
Stench is giving me a headache, and this is supposed to be my day off. There's one other that I put the cloth over. If you would see that they are prepared for the rituals necessary, I'd be grateful.
Yes, my lady.
Harrigan.
Yes, my lady.
I'm glad you are here.
I am glad to be here. Thanks to you.
And more salt.
Yes, my lady, more so. But it's unhealthy, you know.
Need to do better. Come on. I have to get up. I have to enjoy the day. Fast and enjoy the day.
See, you're using your new table quite well.
Late. Good day, Matthias.
Evening.
It is evening. I slept most of the day away, unfortunately.
It does happen. How fair are you, and would you like to hear about the news? Because there was news.
Sure. Give it to me. I am well.
Well,
I'm rested. and
you
that's
might as well have a
important.
seat.
Hold on.
Yes.
Lady Heidemann. Next time you go to speak disrespectful to an officer.
Whispers.
No.
Number of volunteers met in Lord Erhart's
2 feet.
house, along with the Baroness and Baron of M,
So it's hushed under
regarding
breath.
situations.
Do I make myself? Yes, sir. Understood,
It's
sir.
my suicide.
Head inside. I'll have a few words with you.
They all know.
Yes, sir.
Then it shouldn't be done.
Shouldn't. You're right. For sure none of us want to do it.
When an officer dismisses you, you salute, so done.
This is ridiculous.
But we really don't have options.
No, we do have options. It's just all my options are filled with their own hubris and deciding to throw Nautis to the wayside for own personal endeavors instead of focusing on a line that can hold, but not hold very well when it is split in twain.
Are you able to share, or is this something I should not be hearing?
You shouldn't hear it. I'm sure they made mention of it. Arnulf is fumigating.
No? No, mentioned something about... I don't know.
The Major is not at the front. The Major is doing something else. He's decided to
I think...
leave it in control of his second-in-commands. So it's up to me and a few other ragtag NCOs and officers to figure out everything, but I'm not well respected, and so him not being on the front is causing a collapse in morale. And people want
I respect you.
dead. People want the position to be filled with someone else, and I hate people. I hate myself for thinking that I wish death upon someone else. Damn it.
I can't imagine what you're going through. I can't.
Anyway, there's Miss Ladia.
Can do. Is lend an ear, despite everything.
This I just have to keep to myself.
Miss
Deal with
Ladia?
it. Yes, Mr. Soma. How can I help you?
Hopefully I'm not intruding in on anything. Got the invitation. I'm wondering when it is.
I will fetch you
Unless
when
it
it is
says it, if
time.
I
It'll
haven't read
be
it.
sure it is when you are not busy.
Understood.
It won't be at night. That is for sure. But I do have something for you.
Big odds. Hopefully not.
Oh no.
Don't worry about it.
No, I know what it is.
This is for you and yours truly. It is a signed first edition, manuscript edition of Prisoner's Poetry by yours truly.
You made it.
Yes,
You
I
know,
wrote it over
for
months.
some reason, there's a lot of inspiration from this person called Tosha in there.
I'm going to slap you.
What?
No, you...
Yes, sir.
Man, I really like to thank them.
Tosha is married.
Right flank. Sergeant Ulrich.
You're not Tosha, you're Ladia.
Yes, sir. Miss Ladia.
Yes.
I just wanted to let you know I'll have a runner bring by some sanitizers and some fibers to the clinic tonight.
Most helpful. That will more than pay off the clinical treatment from your vineyard. I won't need anything
Of course.
more.
Mhm.
I will
I'll
always
make sure-
pay afterwards.
Of course. I'll make sure it's sent immediately.
Very good. Thank you.
You all have a good night.
It's pretty
Rest
good.
well.
If I may not toot my own horn, so to speak. But I like it.
Oh, of course. I'm reading the first one
Huh?
already. I'm blown away.
I think Basil would like the one about the periods.
She probably will. There's a lot of woman humor in it. I'm sure you'll pick it up. You're a surgeon.
I will. Thank you.
You're welcome. And, I do hope you can make the picnic. There's other things. Why I'm bringing certain people there, your attendance is important to me is all. Very important.
I understand, Miss Laudia. I will make sure to attend. Absolutely. And I'll make sure to look prosperous while I'm at it.
Bring whatever you want.
Sounds nice.
It'll be on a beach.
Of course, I understand. Thank you so much, Miss Laudia. I'll go ahead and bring this back over to my house. I'll make sure that it's kept protected. This is amazing work. Thank you.
Good evening,
Good
all
day.
of you.
Hey.
Running in.
And just
Let's
keep it
rest.
amongst yourself. That book especially. It took me 2 weeks to make one of those.
I'll keep it hidden and made sure that it's kept in a protective and safe place. No one will find it. Other than me and Basil.
In 10 years, sell it off if you've had enough of reading about it. It'll be worth something, probably. Who knows? I'm waiting to see if the actual.
I
book
don't
will
think
get
I'll sell it
published.
off.
I'll be shocked if I'm alive in 10 years.
Well, you probably would be. You are an elf. It's a good chance.
I'll be shocked if I'm alive in 2 weeks.
You need not say that about yourself. Have some higher standards. Swing away.
You haven't heard my ideas.
Swing away. Don't tell me you're going on one of those suicide
Well,
missions.
since you asked.
Oh gods, no.
Well, since you say it.
Might be.
At any rate, despite that, I'm also doing my own foolishness.
I see. Well,
Time to return this then back home. So it's kept safe.
just be sure it doesn't
Again,
kill
thank
you.
you so much.
No, it probably won't. I can promise you that.
Let's go back.
Stupid, still.
As long as it's
It's
what your
doable.
heart wants or needs to be done, you should put all your effort toward it and have no regrets.
I believe it can help.
Then good. That is what is needed in the world. I think now more than ever.
We will see whether or not it was a right choice in the end of the day.
Love.
Do you miss the bakery? Kinda do
Every
too.
so often, I look back and flit back to the simpler things. And I still have simpler times. Like today. But the world will keep on moving whether you decide to move with it or not. So, I must say I think I do a lot more good now than I did in that bakery. And perhaps I feel a bit more fulfilled.
Perhaps you're right, but it's also the little things that can also get you through the day.
Reminds me, I need to get Hopper out of his stitches. If I see him around here, I'm going to tug him aside so he doesn't get an infection.
Hopper. I haven't seen Hopper since afternoon.
Well, I'm sure we'll find him. He is a little elusive one. But my eyes are quick.
Okay, what's that?
Let's try. Sorry, I went to school. The Major Look game doesn't work on me. I'm not gonna do it.
Fair enough.
Guys. I'm not gonna
No, I mean,
do
it's
it.
fine. No. No, it's fine. You're
Oh my
perfectly fine.
God.
Yeah, you don't have to. My lady, you do not have to if you do not desire to.
Gullible. Huh. Interesting.
Hmm.
Nothing.
There is a donkey over there.
Wait, there is a donkey?
Yeah.
I love donkeys.
Yeah. Yeah, just look around the corner. I'll do.
Where?
This over.
Oh, there is a donkey.
People just
Oh, so small.
I still don't understand how they do it.
Look at you.
Oh yeah, the people who are wearing
So
like
strong
There's
too.
this one guy who walks around wearing nothing
That's
but
Peaches.
like,
Do be careful. She can be a bit ornery at times.
and a
Peaches.
blue, like, tabard
Is
over
that
it.
really your
I don't know
name?
how he doesn't sweat himself
No,
to death.
they're lying to you.
Oh fuck.
Enslaved.
Thank you.
What a terrible tragedy.
Come now.
Oh, you like being enslaved. Alright, Peaches is kinky.
Well, anyway.
Please don't say that stuff about my donkey.
No.
Probably later
No,
on one
Peaches,
night
you're
tonight,
just
I need to take
fine.
most of my stock and move it somewhere else where it's
You know.
close to me.
I know
Here
a
we have
very
three
good spot where you can get some natural growing oats.
I know, I fought them in the arena.
I'll have to show you some.
I'm sure she would love those.
What? I wasn't talking to you.
Oh yeah.
I was talking to my friend.
I assume like every.
Kind of like,
Your friend, my donkey.
it's
Yep,
weird.
we're
The
best
red
friends
ones
now.
kind of feel kind of the samey
See?
to the grey ones. but
Well,
the grey ones
given
are
she hasn't
definitely
bit you
smarter.
yet.
See?
But the red ones,
Best friends.
The red ones don't do as much dirty fighting.
Alright, Peaches.
See,
I guess.
don't you regret not believing me when I said, "What's that over there"?
You should have just said what it was and I would have actually looked.
Dirty tricks.
I'm gullible like that.
Thank you. The grey ones are smart and
what?
smarter and do dirtier tricks.
If anything,
Guess they do what it
I
takes.
might move. I might move.
But they're about the same.
The
size,
champion,
like, obviously,
who just
they're
saw the
not
body.
against each other.
Probably when I'm gonna.
That
You're
moves
right, I
around
did
the
know
same
him.
Terrible way. They'll bleed
He
the
was
same.
my grandson.
I mean, from what I've seen of red orbs,
I'll finish off the report.
they slather themselves in scalding ash to keep themselves warm, and that's part
You
of
have
it.
a good night.
Just
Good
mark
night.
themselves.
Tonight.
So I've heard. Never seen one in person. I don't think I want to.
You should have seen it. We had them in the arena a few months back.
How did I know he was going to say that?
About 4 of them was made to fight them.
Unfortunately, I know how you feel
Another
regarding
George
that.
was down
Of talk.
here named Sif. Now that was a fun fight. Almost as fun as the ogres.
If I could just make the mortality rate
Wait, did they?
not exist,
No.
2 ogres
that
in the
would be a
arena.
good day.
I might need to teach them the feet
2 ogres.
And the world would be a merrier place.
Imagine that now.
The world is run by stupid men sometimes.
They've had trolls,
Dario
they've
being
had
one of them.
ogres.
Stupid people,
Uh,
not just men.
what other weird stuff have they had?
I could make this all go away. It's so easy to kill. I've done it. 1 minute, the knife is here, the next minute's in the belly of some hideous creature or person. And as much
Before
as...
you say any more, I think I know what you're talking about, and Lips are sealed. I heard nothing. Go ahead.
No, it's just... Dario. Every single person wants this dishonorable scumbag dead. And more than half the garrison here of the Imperials love this man, adore this man, basically worship him. He is their rock. You kill him, what do you get? Some very sad men and women. And I'm the only one that's trying to not go down this path. And it's impossible. The odds are this high, and I'm not tall enough. It's that problem.
Probably right. Probably right. And of course, if that's what you're talking about, I'm guessing that's what the Lord Marshal feels as well. At least regarding him.
I will not speak for him. I only know that they don't work together anymore. And it's causing a schism. I just wish everyone could put aside their differences and fight this problem first.
Oh, well. From what I've been hearing, from what you've told me, and letting know the fact that it's the Vipex that are also doing absolutely nothing with the orcs coming in here, we have a line of problems. Orcs being the front line.
I pray for sunnier days. Understand
Many people
this,
appreciate the sun.
Matthias, that I will do what I must to make sure that the greatest number, the greatest amount of good can be done for the greatest number.
That's fine. That's fine. But just like you had me promise you, you're gonna have to promise me something. Don't be consumed by it. Last thing I want to do is bury a friend.
I don't think you have to worry about that. You see, I am not consumed. I am radiant and happy with the outcome so far. I just want to make sure everyone else comes to an agreement and a close so that we can settle down and things go back to normal once again. No, you won't have to worry about digging my grave. I don't plan to
Good,
go
because
anytime soon.
Good, because I don't care if you are nobility. If you die, I'm bringing you back to kick your ass and then putting you back in the ground. Anyway.
That seems counterproductive.
It does, doesn't it?
I know, but I'm trying to make a point.
How did you die?
But at any rate, you already know where I am at regarding if you need help. I'm freelance for a reason.
If push comes to shove, I may take you up on the offer. Though you would find it
Just
very
ask me-
counterproductive.
if it is anything, and I mean anything related to what we talked about, that's going to need to actually be a long talk.
For now, we focus
But I also have
present. The orcs are a problem. The army is in disarray. It needs to be fixed. That is my priority right now. If these people are planning to throw their lives away on these suicide raids and missions, then I at least plan to.
Oh no. Suicide?
Try and
You
hold
jumped in the wrong
line.
part of the conversation, dear.
Miss Ladia.
Mm-hmm. Daisy?
I left your book and stuff back at school a few days ago.
Good.
That you let me borrow.
Well, there's
Yeah.
no class until tomorrow morning. It's going to be very short, though.
Oh, that's okay. I just want to ask real quick, have you guys seen Sergeant Picard and his Triton friend wander by sometime?
No.
We're in front of the gate.
Yeah, that's where I saw him too. Well, anyway, sorry to bother.
Yeah.
Have a good one. See you tomorrow.
Yep.
Though I may have to ask you questions regarding certain people privately. Because I need your opinion about... You're fine,
I can
Samuel.
step
If
away
you need...
if you'd
if
like.
you-
No, I
You're
don't
fine.
need anything. I'm just being near other people that aren't running about while I let things heat up at the forge.
You do as you desire.
What were
So-
those three doing, I wonder?
Hmm?
I did see them leave out the gate probably like half an hour ago.
Indeed. Before you woke, yes.
Mm-hmm. Finish your thought.
What was I saying again? I lost track.
Before you walk away, before you finish this up, before something.
Oh, no, it was before, when this is, actually a good time to talk privately, I did have a question regarding certain people.
Damn shame he died.
You just had to say some bad news.
Sure.
The town's madness.
Tell me.
He told a bunch of people that they can't have food anymore.
Moment.
But only once a week, like today. We are fast. Didn't work.
You've known the Lord Marshal for a while.
These hands, they only destroy.
I've had talks with him. Before, just trying to measure the man myself, not hearing it from others, of course, but still like to value the opinions of my friends.
Hey, you have a sword. Can you help? They're attacking my friend.
What the hell are you...
Help! Hey! Help! Hey!
Lady Heidemann, were you there for the removal of the champion's armor?
I was.
Can you tell me the wounds that he received?
6 wounds to the breastplate, gash along his side, an arrow bolt from the volley I called. Both his knees were crushed and he could not stand. 6 in total.
Thank you. I'll write that down. Edward.
No.
I don't need you.
Ghost.
What? Ellen, Lady Heidemann told me the injuries, but the full report of the autopsy for the champion when it's done.
I'm sure one of the nurses is working on it as we speak. We'll have it to you a little later.
I would like one of you to work on it, please.
I see. I'll do what I can and get it to you.
Please.
I'll be in the clinic.
Yeah, well, let me keep you.
I am all that is left.
Nothing.
Staring.
What were you talking about? You both left town.
I can't tell you.
That's really infuriating.
No, I'm sorry. I made a promise.
I shan't demand it or
Not yet,
order
at
it
least.
of you. Know this.
Trust me when I say I know it's something you would approve of, and I will tell you when I can, but for right now I
Then
cannot.
that is the only answer I need. As long as it is something I would approve of, you need not my permission.
If it makes you feel any better, it's not I making the decision.
I'm sure it's a fishing.
I see.
Yes.
I'll see you later.
Sell for? That'd probably be a woodworker question. I don't know.
You were saying?
This is the faceting.
Maybe when there's actually time to sit down, I can ask that question.
Maybe a silver, Max, if it's...
I perhaps don't have long, but I have some time.
That choice is yours.
Not pissy trash.
If there's
At any rate. Little by little, we'll see how things go. Oh,
A little is not
right,
going to be enough.
schoolhouse. No, you're right. Which is why gambles are being made.
Foolishness.
Indeed.
Damn thing won't light. Great. Pitch black.
Do you need something to light it? I may have something.
It won't light.
Okay, then probably let's head back inside. Think we can... Your house?
Perhaps. I know the way there, I just have to not trip on anything.
True, but... So risque to... You know it's
Yes.
risky living Nodus.
Then again, where's the adventure? Well, wall. I'm in the grass. I see the outline of the schoolhouse.
That's good, because while you're looking
There
for
is
the
a
schoolhouse, I'm preparing to take responsibility.
Hmm. We are close. Very close now. There is a bell here.
Ow!
It is very dark.
Can barely see you,
And
but I'm
right
following you.
through here.
Oh, wow. I'm surprised you had... Is that a dunce cap?
Yes, indeed. I
Has
have
anyone worn it yet?
6 now students who are very lazy.
Oh, wow. Well, at least you can try to light whatever your lantern here.
Mm-mm. Tell me your thoughts. Speak plainly. It'll help me.
It's no shocker that after volunteering regarding the orcs, we really don't have a choice. And like I said, after speaking with the Lord Marshal and trying to gauge the man, I'm forming my own opinions. I'd like to know yours. Even being an Imperial, seems like you've known him for longer.
It's the first common misconception about me. My family is from the Three
And yet you
Kingdoms,
lead.
annexed. I was born in somewhere. It does not make me Imperial. Yes, I lead the Imperium, through sheer luck and circumstance. But continue.
Who? Tell me who he is to you.
Who he is? Lord Arnulf.
He mentions he's foreign as well. He's not from Gradia. That I know he's fact. Is he Irelandy?
No. He was also once part of the Three Kingdoms. His name, Eadhart, is a very powerful house, Sigil of the Griffin, back in Gewan eras. I know not of much of the history there, rarely even my own family history. But the Three Kingdoms stood for equality amongst all races in Wara. Fine standing kingdoms that most were self-sufficient in their own trade. My kingdom especially. Leodor was so self-sustaining despite being so far north. It was a beacon of trade. And they hated importing things. Apparently. Hume is much the same, but then again, it was respected amongst both those kingdoms, Astigan and Leodor. Those times are over now, 20 or 30 years ago. Arnulf is a man who seeks the lost cause through means of vengeance. Part of it is honor-bound. At least that is what is claimed. There is something else there. A rage and a sadness. An anger and a fury. A just fury, a righteous fury. He is a vengeful revenant. What he wishes to do would change the world. And should he die, the world may suffer less for it, we don't know. He is a very vengeful man. But of this negative quality I see about him. He is just, he is honorable, a man of his word. And his sons, who I'm friends with, not by blood, surely not. He is very
Obviously
much
not.
his son, in likeness of mind. No man, I would say, is a good man. But he fall very close to it. But circumstance has made him bitter. It's the best way of putting it. That's all I know.
I'm glad you told me. Because that's a different opinion. And I will say, I spoke with him. I did see one thing. When I was being raised by my uncle, he told me to watch. When we put the fallen and the loved ones of others in the ground, he told me to watch and understand.
I have nowhere to go.
When I helped my uncle put a man in the ground when I was 7 for the first time, I have seen sorrow, seen pain, I have seen anger, and I have seen people give up on life. Do you know what I saw in the Lord Marshal?
Determination.
No.
Do tell.
A tired man who's holding on to whatever he has left.
The lost cause.
No. There's a spark there. It's just tired. I may know little to nothing outside of living in a graveyard and then learning all I have in Nodus. And I'll probably be wrong along the way. I'm wrong on a number of things.
Why do you ask me about him?
All the people we know who know him, they believe in him. But in a trying time like this, where someone like me who has, well, never really believed in anything or anyone before other than my own uncle. People believe he can get us out of this. People believe that he will be the doom of us. People believe that he is a snake, if you were the nobles. A lot of people say a lot about that, but I guess I'm trying to know him, and not the Lord. If I'm gonna be fighting and dying, potentially dying, I need to understand this.
Then understand this first thing. If you seek a good death, you'll find it there. But should you not want to die and maintain your life for now, you stay far away from him. His track record, everything he touches dies. And I don't say that as an exaggeration. The man has lost family and friends, and only can count the ones here, I would guess, on one hand. It's a bitter pill to swallow, so to speak. But my words are truthful, I do not lie. Great men
No, I don't
and
believe
good
you will.
men die around this man. You'd even say it's a curse. Especially if you're a dwarf. No dwarf has survived fighting next to him. None. Bad luck. Or does Gerda hate him that much? I don't know. Difficult to say. That's all I know.
Thank you for telling me. But I still haven't forgotten my promise to you. I don't think even if I get old enough, I'll reach what you're wanting me to do. I'll keep trying, though.
As will I. I think for the most part I'm living on borrowed time. And it is very precious. Not to get philosophical or anything, but this time we have no... You're the last person that needs to wear it.
No. I kinda sorta do.
No.
I'm hunting a grey to be captured alive. What do you think?
It is rather silly.
Oh yes, very. I am well fucking aware. Even when I spoke with the Lady Viola, I was well aware it's a foolish idea, and yet I still follow through. It's never been done before, I'm well aware of that as well.
No, it has. You know who's really good at capturing monsters in grey skins and green skins? The arena masters. They are masters at capturing them.
From what I've been told, it hasn't been done before with specifically an Agmadrad officer.
Now that...
Quote unquote.
That is a different matter entirely. I wouldn't know.
Exactly. I felt desperate, so I called in some favors to have a contract available to capture one. By some miracle, see, this is why I'm wearing the hat, get them to talk. I know it's a fool's heart. I know it's doubtful that they will. I know.
It sounds like you need a great deal of rest.
I haven't been resting more than you know.
It's my first day in 5 days that I've slept. I slept half the day away.
Put it on.
It's very needed.
It helps. Here, put it on. It helps.
It does not.
Put it on.
It is filled with the
Put
stupid,
it on.
dustless brains.
I will put it on you.
You
I
will
will
not
put
put
it
it
on
on
you.
me. I do not want it.
No fun. Fine. At the very least, I'm listening to people who have wisdom, and I'm not going alone. I'm going with people who can deal with trolls. At the very least.
Good. There will be lots of those.
Indeed. even if you're on borrowed time, if you do something stupid that gets you killed, I won't be happy.
Neither was I. Anyway.
Yes.
Good talk. Thank you. I hope I was somewhat insightful.
You were? You gave an honest opinion that I listened. Whether or not I follow that, at the end of the day, will be my choice.
Of course.
I
Your
won't be-
actions are your own.
Exactly. And whether or not you like them, whether or not I like them, I will fairly respect my choices through and through.
A man with no regrets. An old man once told me it is all you could hope to achieve, leaving the world a better place than when you found it. It's a duty thing.
Yeah.
Better than honor and all these other things. It's a special calling. Takes the right kind of people.
I don't know if I'm one of those right kind of people. I'm still figuring my own self out.
And you'll have plenty of time to do so. Just make good the time you have.
That I can assure you, you won't be disappointed so far.
You have not disappointed me yet.
Good.
That's a
Unless I
rarity.
tell you about what I heard that burned my ear. No, I don't want to scar you for life.
Perhaps not. Been burnt
No.
already.
But I will have a question for your knight. Maybe one day, if he is ever available again.
What is it you wish to ask him?
About himself, the things he does, why he does, and understanding him.
It is quite simple,
Doesn't take...
and he will answer the same. Me. I am his everything.
Well, I mean, yes, you.
He serves me to the very end. And will make sure that my will becomes manifest, even at the cost of his own. You will never find a more trustworthy, noble friend should you befriend him.
I'm glad you speak that. But I would also like to hear it from the man himself, as it does carry weight.
He will say the
I'll
same
find a way to speak to
thing
him.
I say to you, just more modest. This I swear
True.
to you.
I believe you. But I won't force you to have him speak with me.
That I
I will
leave to
ask
you
him
in
if
your
there's
own
time.
It is your life.
Right? Tell you what. This is not a jinx. When the food ban is lifted, let's grab something at the bakery. The new baker is really good.
I'm sure. It is an unfortunate thing. I'm gluten sensitive. I cannot eat bread.
Oh, right, you can't fucking eat it. That was the ironic thing that I remember you
was,
telling
wasn't
me.
it?
I think it was on the second day. It was on the
Yes.
second or third day.
I cannot eat bread. It turns my stomach upside down.
Not even pizza bagels? No.
I do like it, but I will regret it at some point.
I'm sure they'll be able to assist in that regard.
If they can find it somehow to rise without yeast, good luck.
I don't know. Okay, maybe Wainwright has something. I can ask him without mentioning his wife ever again.
Good luck.
I'm getting the hat for you. I'm putting the hat on you. I'm putting the hat on you. Putting the hat on you.
Put it on and get out of my school. You're not a student.
It's dark out.
I have torches in the basket on the left.
Okay. In all seriousness, it's been a long time since we've talked. Did miss them.
I know. I'm sorry if I do seem distant. Especially now, Matthias.
I know.
My mind
I don't blame you.
tires. Not of people. Just other things. Word of the wise. Never ask or try and delve into a woman's mind. It's hell. It'll help you with your
You know, I want to.
dating life.
Yes. Actually doing well in that area so far.
I will pray
But
for
before
you.
I go,
If you don't mind. Before I go to bed.
thank you.
I hope you are successful.
Thank you. But before I go, would you like to know what I see? From you.
Do tell.
Someone who's also tired and doing everything she can to make the world a little brighter. Despite everyone around her probably telling her not.
Very perceptive. You should get a job employment for that gift.
I feel like people would be trying to kill me if I tried.
Just become a tarot card reader and do it for fun.
Maybe, maybe not. I will not leave you. I will be outside. Because if word gets out that I left you here, I'm pretty sure the Imperials would have me shot.
Understand this. I am very safe in this schoolhouse. You need never worry for me. Be free,
I'll hold you
Matthias.
to that.
Do let the night take you away. Do not sacrifice anything on my account. I am cared for.
You're damn right, because I do care.
As I care for you, so take the night.
Good night.
Good night.
I can't get out.
best I do. Hi, Stefan. Now, don't tell anyone, but, I may not have snuck some oats in earlier. Because I know how much you like them, but to shove blame on someone else to tell them to stop feeding you makes me feel a lot better that I'm not doing it myself. So, I'm just gonna leave these here for you. Good boy. Eat. It's your favorite food. Of all the times to be picky at night. I'll be back. It is some work to do. Laura Barrow Campbell, John Jonathan. And everyone else. Just wanted to wish you a pleasant night. My candles stopped going on and I don't know why. I have a good idea, but to say as such as people would think I'm crazy. I hope you are all where you deserve to be. I pray you are. I'll be by tomorrow, or at least I'll try to be. I wonder what Sarah's gone up to this time of night. Seen her once all day, I think. Did want to talk to her. Took me a while, but I found you. Foliage is growing up everywhere, Lily. I suppose it's nice to have some friends now. I wish you well. I'm not sure what else to say, really. I am just praying that you are at rest. God, I hope you are. I'm going to apologize to him at the picnic. I know how much Soma meant to you. And I owe him a very big apology. Understanding what I did now was out of desperation and wasn't good. And a wise old man once said, don't want to have any regrets, so to speak. And you finally close your eyes. Suppose I'll go looking for her. See where she is. So quiet. Suppose there's a big meeting happening somewhere. Must have not been invited.
Just so you know, I'm trying to come visit you as Exter, but VRC is shitting itself. No one can change avatars.
Damn, I'm sorry, dude. That sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. Sure hope nothing happens to you while I'm gone.
Oh well. This is life.
Don't die. Again.
Dick.
Your futures are, as it were, aspirin.
Oh,
Best not say that.
good evening, you two.
Good evening.
Just wondering what you are doing at the docks. I saw a light, and so I went to light because town seems rather dark.
I suppose the torchlighters are not, they don't like the rationing, so they aren't doing their job. That is my guess.
I'm doing my part.
I'm
going very hungry today.
You shouldn't.
I should.
With me, Lady Hardiman. Back to the clinic. You need your food. You're a noble woman.
I'm
and
in
you have
mourning. I
troops to lead.
can't. I'd rather not. This is a self-choice. Don't worry. I'll eat plenty tomorrow. You need not worry about me.
I see.
And I know I was calling for you yesterday.
Did you
I don't
have
know if you
any-
heard anyone from the clinic saying I was looking for you, but I'm good now. Just a minor inconvenience is all.
Actually, Lady Heidemann.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I'm good. Sorry. What was all that?
It was quite chaos. It was a draft. You were on the third floor.
Oh, you felt that. I felt that too.
You walked by me.
Goodness.
It was quite cold.
It's part of the reason I wanted Ulrich. Good God, it was drafty.
It was a draft from the stairs, it seemed. Oh, Lady Heidemann.
Huh?
Did you have any last words?
For, the sergeant?
For my grandson.
He told me his. He said thank you. It was an honor to serve. Under you. He wasn't a part of my company. If that says anything at all about the character he was. I shan't forget it. find the right picnic spot.
Understood.
I'll stop fucking insulting people if I lose.
3 twos.
Hey,
What are
Lady
you
Bloody.
doing? Oh my dice?
I'm playing a dice game.
Oh.
Liar's dice.
We're not betting any money.
Today's one.
Good. That is a sin.
Yeah, coinless today. The fuck does sin mean?
Something you shouldn't do.
Doing a
It's
bad
very
thing.
evil. Wrong.
Religious evil.
Not just religious.
Oh, you should be one to talk, God leader. Not in my religion.
Well,
All right, you're forgetting.
suppose not.
Lady Heidemann, are you going to bed anytime soon?
No, I'm trying to find a picnic spot.
3
I
twos.
was gonna go down to
Oh,
the
yes,
pavilion.
I've got
3
those.
twos.
That's probably my favorite.
Yeah, you call 3 twos.
5 twos.
Yeah.
I think I'll join you.
5 twos.
But also, there's a beach next to it.
Frail woman like yourself shouldn't be walking out of the walls alone.
Frail
Don't
woman?
you think?
I'll think about it.
Not at all.
You need another frail woman with you.
Have a good night. Yeah, please.
Hi.
That's Miss Ladia, the teacher. She's teaching me things. And
My
that's
pants
the
are
teacher.
covered in mud.
I think that's Sarah, but I can't.
Hang on. Do you want to see the dress I'm gonna wear for the picnic?
Yes.
You'd love it. It's this dainty little
I need to talk to you
thing.
about something a bit problematic, by the way.
Oh dear, I was just having a nice off day. No matter.
I mean, it could still be nice
put
because
these
maybe
duds
now you'll
on.
have a new roommate in the schoolhouse. I need a new place to stay. My house has been compromised.
Your house? Is that why
Yes,
Extra
I-
was there in the morning?
Yes, I may have taken his favor that I was given to have him hide a body. I know. I wouldn't have fucking asked him if there was anyone else. But he did it.
What did you do?
I think. I mean, I did. It's my knife. But something compelled me against my will. Well, can't even say that. I don't even know how to phrase this. My mind's melting.
Maybe just tell me someone broke into your house and, you did that justice.
Someone broke into my house and I killed them. Yes.
There you go. You see? Justified. Okay. I will be but a moment.
Yes.
It's not much. I'm not even gonna wear shoes.
I have a dress, but I hate it. Ugh.
I love dresses. I think it's a very nice thing. They exist. Without dresses, I would.
like dresses if they were tighter and not so
Yeesh.
poofy and long and in the way.
See? Small thing.
See, I like that. It's simple. It's not.
It's meant to be.
overly frilly and.
Mm-hmm. Very simple.
I like it.
Didn't take too long to find. I had to rummage through a bunch of my old dresses. This one I kind of bought, I think, last year, but never got a chance to really wear it on an outing, so to speak.
I had a dream once that I had to fight in a ball gown and it got caught underneath one of the bad guys' shoes and it ripped off and then I was like, wow.
Surprisingly, they're very, very elastic, so to speak. I wish my candle was working.
What happened to it?
I can't get the wick to burn. That's alright. So I had...
Did it get wet or something?
No, it works underwater.
Huh.
I found it in the sinkhole.
You found the candle in the sinkhole and it stays lit underwater?
Yes. I don't know, it's very strange.
Wow.
If you let go of it for too long,
Yes, that is.
it turns off eventually.
Maybe it's not the candle, maybe it's you.
No. It's definitely the candle. So this person broke into your house and you dispatched them.
And then I dispatched
Oh
6
dear.
others.
And Sanders.
Melee combat.
Let's go this way.
And he's with either Ludwig or Ulrich, and that's not good.
I don't like it.
The blonde one seems alright. The older man.
Ludwig is a very good soul. There is no one I trust more than Exta, but he is a very close second.
Oh, they're coming this way. They're coming this way.
Oh, great. It's fun.
Oh, we're gonna meet them.
Can we help you this night? Fine says. Are you lost? Do you need something?
No, but some things have happened and we need to have a conversation, apparently.
Things have happened?
It's best not said. You wouldn't believe me even if I did so.
Alright. Well then, let's have a conversation. I was going to find a picnic spot, but I guess not.
Ulrich?
Should I go?
Where do we go?
You take it from here, you're the one that knows more than I.
If you were going to have a conversation, I'll let you have that. But afterwards, we need to have a chat.
Walking amongst friends.
We're going to have it together.
I was just accompanying her to the pavilion. It's not a big deal.
If you want to have this conversation,
Your call,
let's have
aspirant.
it.
Could you not?
If your word is true, then
I'm concerned for her health. That's
yes, I know.
my
That's why
concern.
I'm saying make the decision.
My health?
You have a talk with her first. And then when you are done, we'll be waiting.
Fine, I will find you, oh mysterious Ulrich. What's wrong with these boys? I'll be back. Just gonna run along, I guess.
What threatening aura?
I don't know, he's
What the fuck?
He's Ulrich. He's just so lanky and...
Maybe I should go and you go talk to them.
No.
They seem disturbed.
Yeah, they can be disturbed all they want. I'm trying to make the best out of my off day so I can have a nice picnic.
It will go well, I promise.
I really want it to.
Though, this place...
Hmm?
Claudia, when we get down there, you are going to see there's blood, like, splattered all over the pavilion. Like dried brown blood. So that man that, broke into my house, he wasn't alone, and I was guided to the pavilion, and I may have dispatched 6 of them.
Oh my god.
The bodies are in the water. They sunk down because of the weapons, but
yeah, well, a body
they're
rises
gonna
eventually.
be there for a couple days.
I don't know if...
Well, not if the fish eat it.
A body becomes bloated and will eventually rise, even with... Were they in armor?
Maybe the sharks will eat them.
Were they in armor?
Leather.
Oh god. Oh, it's on my feet!
I'm sorry. Maybe I should clean this place tonight. I think I will.
I'm not against it. It's nice, but I kind of want something further down. We'll see.
Well, that sandbar has that giant stone on it, but the ground is uneven.
Honestly, I don't despise this area either. I don't
used to sit here by myself earlier this year. Before I had Sanders.
Whoa. We're good.
Yeah.
I'm not a great athletic type, but I am light on my feet. I'm too rocky, but I do like this general area. It's rather secluded. It's away from the pavilion, but it's private, so to speak.
Very true. Enough open space for everyone to sit down.
We'll see what Exeter finds, because we're both in it trying to figure out where to have this thing. Anyway, anything you wanted to talk about before I go and get lectured?
I honestly just wanted to ask how you're doing, but you seem to be in a better mindset today.
I got sleep. A lot of good sleep.
You were out of it.
Was I?
You were waving at the mist, and you told me I was cold and I was warm, and...
Well, you are.
Thought you might
thought
have
that was
a
a normal
concussion or
drowsing.
something. What, being cold?
Yeah.
Maybe in a talking way, but...
I don't know how to explain it to you. It's... I won't pretend I'm an idiot and I didn't see what I saw at Telor of all places. I mean, I literally watched a man's breastplate get frozen inwards when you touched it. Or did you forget that? You have a great memory.
Think about it every day.
Really?
What it might mean.
Mm.
Yes. It's been a constant in my life. Ever since I can remember. Random unnatural
tell you
things
what.
happening at the moment that I'm about to die.
Don't figure that about you. You don't seem the type.
What?
The type to die anytime soon.
Death comes for us all, Ladia. I've just cheated it. You remember Adwick?
I do. In its final days.
Mirandel was backed into a corner by my mouth. I told him that I would destroy everything he built up if he had gone to do something that I thought was wrong. And he immediately called for my execution. I was brought up to the tower, chained, and he swung a sword at my neck. That sword melted, and I wound up in the swamp, but a second later, as if I blinked, in one place at one moment, and in another the
It's quite the story.
among many other fucking things. Yes, I wish someone could explain it to me.
I don't just believe it. I can tell you're not lying to me, per se. Just the general feeling I get.
I have to be quite bored to make this up.
That makes two of us, then. I've had similar things.
So then yesterday, that wasn't a concussion.
What do you mean?
The way you were acting. It's as if Extra and I weren't even there. Like, you were talking to someone else.
You didn't see the Imperials walking by?
No. There was no one around us. The fog was too thick. You looked like you were waving at it.
I was waving at them.
Maybe I didn't see them.
They were all bloodied and tired and looked at me, reached out, forgot to salute, and just continued walking away.
Forgot to salute. Isn't that like a big thing for you?
That is a pretty big thing, but I can't really blame them. They looked very tired. No.
But I don't think I can comfortably sleep in my home anymore.
Look, if you want my library, that sometimes gets ridiculously cold on some nights for whatever God knows what reason, you are free to crash there. I shan't keep you away from it. It was an offering. I understand that there's going to be some suicide missions in the coming days.
Yes, I was just about to bring that up. I was going to ask your permission to assist the groups, but I think it would be wiser if I help.
Permission last night.
I
As
did.
long as you took extra.
Oh, you're
with you.
right, with extra.
There's something I need you. It's why I gave you permission in the first place, is to not only look after him, but I'm no fatalist. I don't know what that means. I don't believe in your destiny's fixed, but I worry sometimes. And
what did Ludwig say about the stone? Destiny is carved in stone, but stone can be carved, or something like that.
I forget. Regardless, it's just I need someone that I can more or less trust to look after him. There's been so many instances where there's just dreams of bad memories of him getting run through, and I just stand there. I don't do anything.
Told me something rather haunting in the trenches.
I know, I overheard.
Do we finish up?
And it just makes me more worried, which is why I said what I said.
I will keep an eye on, especially on this mission. He will return to you, I promise.
Be very careful with promises you intend to keep. It is not something I take very lightly. But I shan't hold it against you, know this.
I've never broken a promise.
That's comforting. Onward. Beg to differ. But I am not Arnulf.
On can only see a small bit of the bigger picture. I worry for him.
I beg to differ.
His
He
age is showing.
sees the whole picture, but chooses a very obstinate path.
Yes. That is... Yes,
Vengeance.
you're right.
Vengeance and honor.
Fucking... Always honor him when no one honors him.
I was telling Matthias this. He came to my schoolhouse asking me about Arnov, and I just told him straight, if you wish for a good death, then by all means follow his orders. But know the mortality rate is guaranteed. And he looked at me and said, well, I don't plan on dying. And I said, so did every dwarf. He looked at me perplexed. So I said something so terrible. It's just the truth.
He's stuck in his ways, fortunately. But you're,
I'm sure we'll talk about more of this later in the future.
Yes, if you want, I can wait up for you and walk you back to your house.
I wouldn't mind. I'll come out soon enough.
Good luck.
Okay, let's get to it.
Inside, Lady Hardiman.
Honestly,
Don't go too far.
Needs to be watered. None of this is watered. Idiots. Don't thrive on blood of the innocent. Goodness gracious. At least the auxiliary staff understand. Alright, where am I needed? I'm sorry, I'm
waiting for Ulrich to figure that out.
Well, I'm wearing a nighties or a one-piece right now, and it's rather brisk.
Yes, I understand.
Mm.
Well,
let's go have a chat just anywhere outside of the clinic.
Alright.
if you were planning on retiring for the night, we'll go back to the schoolhouse then.
I'm not retiring anytime soon. I slept half the day away. How am I supposed to sleep now? This is sticking out at you.
You know,
Sore thumb.
there's some.
Yeah, there's the scalpel. It's just hanging in front of you.
Let me.
It's because Ulrich's magical. He's learning telekinesis.
I believe you.
There. Should.
Watch, I could do it too.
It is all fixed.
You're fine.
Okay.
Let's get this conversation.
Where would you like to talk? Ideally.
Wherever is comfortable for you.
I mean, I
Just
always
go
say
to
the
the
schoolhouse because.
Then
Just
the
go to the
schoolhouse
schoolhouse.
it will be.
So it's punishing me for skipping class too much.
my
Back
own.
to that schoolhouse time and time again.
Alright, go with him.
Alex, do you need to be retaught Basic Edition?
I know basic addition. 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 4 is 8, 8 plus 8 is 16, 16 plus 16 is 32, 32 plus 32 is 64,
16 plus 16. Oh my god.
128. I'm smart.
The ability to speak does not make you intelligent.
I didn't.
Wow.
It's just the truth, is all.
Trying to figure out how to.
I don't know how you meant to even respond to that.
Don't worry, it's not my line anyway. I stole it. A great monk once said it. Great monk War Stars, that was his name.
4 stars.
Nice. But before we get there, since I need to clarify out of character, I tried to earlier, but you went in the Discord. Raisa said he saw different colored eyes earlier. Were we meant to see that?
I leave it up to you.
What? I need to know if it was
Like
a
that?
mistake or not. Like, wasn't it?
And like
Oh,
that,
okay.
Ulrich is flabbergasted.
I don't know what's up with you. Can we just get the meeting over with?
I told you it was done intentionally. You should have just listened to me.
Go inside.
Lonnie doesn't know her eyes change
So
color.
we've been
So she's gonna
informed
be...
of some strange goings-ons with you.
With me? Oh, I'm sorry if
And-
it's been all the dreary days of being on the front line. My attitude is fixed now.
Is it?
Yes. I've had sleep.
Why? Then, I'll ask you this. What caused you to go to the 3rd floor?
I wondered...
Weapon drawn.
Weapon drawn? I didn't have a weapon drawn.
The lieutenant says otherwise.
Well, the lieutenant's been known for pulling shit out of his ass in the past.
Yeah, that was
just to get people in
different. On
trouble.
the bottom floor, I reached for my weapon because I felt threatened.
By?
The lieutenant. He spoke
You felt
words to me
threatened by
from
the
the
lieutenant.
Book of Sotar that were not in the Book of Sotar and expected me to believe them. And when I recited it back to him, he refused to answer.
It's because he's a fucking idiot.
It's because I caught him out in a lie, and he knew he lied. And so,
Because he lies all the fucking time.
regardless of such, he is second in command, and I will respect his wishes.
He's a fucking dumbass, what he is. Fine,
What about you almost feeling like you didn't even realize you had a weapon in your hand?
Call it instinct, if you would. I don't really remember it. It is rather a cold and anxious, riddled conversation. One I didn't want to have with him.
I mean, I think we've all had our fair share of conversations we didn't want to have in the past.
And the most concerning thing of all, why is it when you walked by the lieutenant, his armor started freezing? Frosting over.
What proof does he even have?
That isn't
of
something you mistake.
Freezing over! Now this is a story. I knew he would pull dung out of his ass, but I didn't think it would be this. What malarkey? It was very cold upstairs, and I wondered what had left a draft in. That's all. I couldn't tell you. I wouldn't know why.
We've been brewing potions non-stop on the 3rd floor. It's hot up there.
It is cold
It is
up
not
there.
cold.
It is freezing up there. And I don't know what you expect from me. I'm not
Ask
telling you a lie.
any
I am
other
telling you the
soldier.
truth.
That is
I have
not
not
the
lied
case.
once, or it is freezing up there. It's colder than a graveyard.
that's my concern. It's only that way to you.
I think there's a very easy way we can maybe figure something out. Lady Hyde, if I may, could you stick your arm out real quick?
Sure. Warm.
Well, there goes that idea.
What was that for?
What exactly is? What was the idea there?
Well, you know when you get real sick every now and then,
I'm
your
not
body
sick.
just kind of doesn't.
Do I sound sick? I've had a day off
Well,
from
that's what I
work,
thought. There goes
and
mine.
I've got to enjoy the day that I slept half the day through. Now you're saying I'm sick. This is
Wait.
how I always was. I've always behaved this way.
Hang on.
Even before
weren't you,
the
like,
clinic.
Off on the front.
Yes.
I fucking was out for last night.
I slept 8
That
hours.
fucking explains it. She was out in the fucking rain all night.
It was rather cold. Luckily, I got the wax coat, and it kept most of the rain off. I don't have a cold. I'm not sick or anything. What brought this on? What are you worried about?
Ulrich, I think maybe we should look at the more realistic approach. The lieutenant's always been trying to one-up people. He's been doing it ever since he got here.
What
He's been trying to one-up
did
me,
you tell
he's been
me
trying to one-up
earlier
you,
today?
Now she...
There are things out there that we cannot explain.
Fair.
You knew what was on the 3rd floor. What was brought in. You know I know. You know I had to harvest it. So...
And what did you do with those... What did you do with those
I don't
pods?
know what was done with them. I don't. I was taught how to harvest, and then they were put to the side. The problem is that there are things that affect the mind, and I don't know if anything was done to her.
I feel fine. Some days I'm just very cold, I guess.
I don't think the lieutenant was lying about the freezing on his armor. That is not something that just happens. A chill doesn't turn into frost.
You're right.
I want it to be clear. The reason I'm talking to you here, and with these two present, is because we all care for you. We want to help you.
Oh, I'm fine.
Away from everything that happens in that clinic.
I think you're fishing for the wrong answers. From the wrong person. Like, have you seen the things Saravith can do? That woman's a witch, make no mistake. On the front lines, bolts going through her. In Tello, she punched a man's plate in and it froze off. Everyone saw it, and they just thought, "Oh, that's nothing." The man had brittle plate. It froze. Maybe this explains it? I don't know. I'm grasping at straws. She's told me she's experienced these weird things before. Perhaps the lieutenant got a little too close to a drow. Don't think he's sleeping with her, do you? God, no. Ugh.
If he was, he'd be shot.
By you.
We don't exactly have
I'd
any
imagine.
proof at the moment either.
I don't know. I don't know what you want to tell you. I feel fine. I'm There's new things every day.
It's not right here. And you know
Nothing
it.
ever is. I know. We don't have anything to go off of besides hearsay.
Fine. If she starts talking about feeling cold again, do let me know.
But you didn't want
Both
to
of
give
you.
me the bloody tonics.
You didn't want to rely on alchemical means to solve your
You're
problems.
right. I don't. Hmm.
But this problem may be beyond something you can handle now.
Problem? Handle? Okay, exactly what am I handling?
No, Alex, just let us worry about it. Just help us out if she
We'll
starts
let you off
complaining
for
about
now.
something.
You say you're fine, then you're fine. But at least I'll be honest with you and tell you I don't believe that for a second. Or rather, you
What do
may
you need me
believe
to
you're
convince
fine.
you?
For you to feel like yourself.
I am myself. You're like telling me I'm a completely different person, all because there's a stuff in my head.
Alright.
I'm still me.
Again, we've got nothing to go on for right now, just speculation and hearsay. Let's retire for the night, and we'll see if it continues to be an issue. Alright?
We've got company.
It's fine.
Are you sure?
Unnatural, almost in denial, and feels like deflection.
I didn't figure out who that was.
Dexter.
Oh, hey mate.
I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
Keep an eye on her.
Late night lessons. Forgot my
If there
mathematics.
is anything wrong with her, I want to do everything I can to help her.
There's nothing
Yes,
wrong with
And
me.
you notice.
It'll be handled.
Side of conspiracy.
Something.
Treat me like some experiment of yours. It's demoralizing. I'll be upstairs.
How often did she say she's cold? Almost freezing.
Very often when we were in the trenches, she was soaked through. We came back and I tried to warm her clothes. Kept coals on by the fire, but she insisted she was cold. Something like that I've seen in all sorts of veterans. It's shocked, it has to be. We'll see who it is.
I don't want to be an asshole.
Aria?
It just seems like normal stuff.
What?
I've seen it happen to many men.
He's just concerned.
Stronger than her.
You know how Ulrich is.
Just treat me like
I
a
know that's what it looks like to you,
fucking
but it's not what it looks like to me.
rat
To be
experiment.
fair, my dear, we don't. To be fair, we don't know what it is the Inquisition gave you.
It wasn't the Inquisition.
These are the things that I know.
O'Shawn made it. To help me.
Ah, Mr. O'Shawn.
Close friends do stuff like this.
And I trust him. And it hurt
Yes,
a
I
lot
trust
when it
Mr. O'Shawn
happened.
as.
If it's what I think.
But the Inquisitor and him saw through the
And a
process and it was
straggler from the
fine.
23rd outside. She's upset.
Okay,
There was a word for this.
but we don't know what it is exactly that Mr. O'Shawn gave to you. And he isn't exactly
do
around to
know.
answer questions, so he's
And
just.
it had a risk.
Okay. If you tell me right here and now that you swear you're fine, I will believe you.
Is everything all right?
Some concerning occurrences with Claudia. I'm trying to make sure everything is fine with her, especially with.
I am
what she was
fine with
given.
those I trust.
More than likely, he's just looking for an excuse to get her out of her rank position. You heard the way he regaled her. Oh, well, she's only temporarily captive.
You tell me otherwise, right?
She was struck.
He's just mad.
By the officer of the
I
Castle.
can't tell you with
Threatened her life.
Ulrich.
And we went to the
I
watchtower
can't.
to drop off supplies. Yes.
Okay.
We went there and there was...
When Ulrich leaves, will you tell me?
Castigar veterans had been pulled off the line. The map didn't match the same one that Nadia had been given.
You have to not
We were told another company was supposed
treat
to
this
move
as an
supplies,
affliction.
but
It
that
just
company
makes
was
me
gone,
sad.
pulled off the line. Apparently the Castigars weren't even
I'm not going to treat anything any other way than you would want me to handle
Then
this.
you just need to listen to what I have to say, no matter how crazy.
Wound up draining supplies to the Castigars who
I will
were
listen to what you have to say.
at the old watchtower. They even have a cannon.
And I will
They
wait.
brought them the reserve powder and shot.
About old men getting us killed for past glories. This is what I'm talking about.
I'll be back.
Listen, I've encountered men like him time and time again throughout my career in the military. He is trying to sabotage. I don't know why. It's because he's an old fuckwit. Sorry.
They were
Because
trying to
Affliction,
kill
eh?
us yesterday.
She was told to take her green.
Figured as much.
We were stopped.
Is
by the
trying to
officer
get rid of me.
just underneath Dario. I
Dario's
don't know his name.
not in a
He
good
struck us like a
headspace right
cavalier
now.
in armor. We were stopped by him in the road.
Fear
by
it's my
smoke
fault.
detachment, and he commanded us to dismount.
Dario's
and assault
hubris is
through
not
the
your
Sabine.
fault.
There
He is a
was
man trying to
aggressive
prove
gave
his
him
worth
something.
that they said that the
and will
orcs were trying to
grasp
set
at
up
straws
patrol
and
base.
claw his way to get it.
Hide him in
And
the
oh, is he
woods,
grasping at
assault
straws?
force, to hold against any counterattacks, and to
Chasing
swing
ghosts.
all the way up the river until we reached the bridge that reconnected to Imperial lines, and then resumed duty at the trench.
But if I didn't tell him what I did,
Was she given at least support?
I couldn't call his
He was
bluff.
given nothing.
Action like that with a single regiment.
He would have
that's
executed Sanders.
suicide.
I do not fault you.
Conversation is enlightening for all of you.
How can I?
Two of you need to retire for the evening.
You enacted what you needed to do to save that which you cared about.
I'll try to talk to her one
I
on
have
one
no
at some point.
right
Another
to
day.
say otherwise.
Talk to her tomorrow.
No, you don't like her, Sergeant.
Sure, it's bad, but
I know the Major is trying.
everyone is so
I believe that.
torn and trying to kill Dario, which is simple sounds are not realizing the truth of it is. 70% of the people here look to him as a war hero, despite being Arlandi, and whether we like it or not, he is in control of the army.
Fair winds, Exeter.
And killing him is just,
The same to you, my friend.
God, I feel
Be careful
hypocritical
out
because
there,
I said it
people
yesterday.
volatile from being hungry.
Aye, I know.
But seeking his death is just going to cause more problems. I need to speak
His
with
mind
him.
needs to change again.
I worry it won't.
If this is a private conversation, I can find my duties elsewhere.
You are a part of this.
Yes, my lady.
But before I forget,
Did tell her.
this is for Illa. No, it is 20 silvers. I want you to try and convince her, because it would be nice to see your face again, so she told me, to get some medical supplies. As I understand it, the Sardillo and the Major in the past, Major Tolman, had dealings they did before. This is
They
all
should have
I
plenty.
can-
They get their supplies
this-
from outside the province.
This is all I can offer. But my unit isn't being supplied medical anymore. Do what you can. There's just nothing coming in. So I'd ask you, whatever they can spare, preferably things that will just keep the line fighting longer. Healing potions, stamina, something to
You
give
need
us an
only
edge.
leave it to me, my lady.
Thank you.
Hold on to the silver for something more dire. Trust me. I will speak to Eleanor.
Thank you.
I trust her.
As do I. Though she calls herself a mercenary and heartless. Certainly wasn't the case.
And I did tell her what happened today.
Thank you.
Though I'm very not okay with it. I understand the circumstance. A man broke into your home. What are you going to do?
The weird part about that is
Unfortunately, in a time of war, men will always take advantage of the weak.
It's true. We
I
have
think
seen
I
this.
took advantage of them.
You protected yourself. You did your right.
I would agree.
Didn't do anything.
You
Or
said
at
you
least-
did. So now I'm hearing something different from you.
I did. It's my hands. It's my knife. My feet were the ones moving. But it was like I had no choice, like I was being guided. There was a voice.
Seraph, you're in shock.
I'm not in shock. You know how many men I've killed in my lifetime?
You know how many I have? It still happens.
This isn't shock, I'm not crazy. This is
Never thought you
real.
were. Very well.
I don't know
Perhaps
how
I
to
don't
explain
understand.
it. I'm sorry, Exta, I don't mean to snap at you.
I can
My whole
understand.
life, I've been told exactly that. Theravith, you're in shock. Theravith, that couldn't have happened, it's not real.
Well, then
That's
it
right.
must be something else.
She speaks
That
true.
has to be then.
She is not lying.
I never thought she was lying, my lady.
I know. But I only say
Personally,
this
Seraph
to
doesn't
you.
strike me as one to
I
say
only
things for
say
prolification.
this for she has a similarity to me.
I'm not sure I understand.
I need you to follow very closely what I have to say.
You have my full attention.
Don't interrupt. Just hear what I have to say and know what I tell you is no lie, not a trick of the light, and not anything else. They fixed my affliction, Oshan and the Faceless Inquisitor. They created a serum to... the words the Inquisitor used was to fortify and guard my mind against the trauma of my past. It hurt a great deal. But within the same day that followed, I realized I was fixed. Thunder doesn't scare me anymore. Not from the common rain, the fires of cannons, nothing else. I can look back upon the terrible tragedies in Sunmore on that day, and now instead of fear, I'm just left with more questions. They said there would be side effects. And there have been. But it's so beyond what is medical that I worry if anyone would try to fix this, it would be a grave mistake. There is nothing wrong with my mind. There is nothing wrong with my personality. I am the same, and to hear Ulrich strike otherwise is disheartening.
Maybe it's because he does not trust the Inquisitor.
I don't know.
We have a surgeon here. Medical knowledge, and can
This
you
is
make
not
sense of any of
medical.
this?
What kind of side effects are we talking about?
They don't tell me anything.
Hot and cold chills every morning. A nightmare that persists every night, or every other night.
I will admit you have for the last few days at least, you've been crying non-stop in your sleep. And I don't mean quietly.
I'm stuck in this dream. And I overheard you in the trench, and I know you've had a similar dream. I'm no fatalist, Dexter, but in all these dreams, I am standing by as those I care about are chopped to pieces by orcs, and I do nothing. The day Dario decided to go against An's wishes, I dreamed he ran me through. He ran you through. Chopped An to pieces, left a hole 6 inches in my sternum. And I felt every bit of pain. And I couldn't wake up. That's not the worst. The worst thing is the cold. It's not like a cold of winter, it's dead. Every so often, I'll walk through this schoolhouse, and I'll feel something soft rush past me, or a hand that reaches out. And it will grasp and then fall away. And all I feel after this interaction is sadness. Though it's no different when I was a little girl. When I was young, I would see other people scrape their knees, and I would cry about it because I could feel it all. I call that a very empathetic person. I suppose that's what I am. This is not the same. Things that are reaching out. They're stuck. And it's not something I make up. These things know me, know my name. Eyes. Eyes that are everywhere. And you are so very cold, but so very warm. Your presence is strange, terrifying. That's what I meant when we were walking back the other day.
Fuck. How does this make you feel?
What?
How does this make you feel?
Monster.
Are you okay with
I feel
this?
like a monster. You saw Ulrich? The way he just did this. Just treating me like an experiment. Didn't care that it was me. He just...
He wasn't going to do anything. It was concern.
I don't care. What happens when this goes beyond any all medical knowledge and they try something? I am still coming to terms with the fact that I really need to make amends with Soma for what I did, because I would never wish that upon myself. It doesn't hurt. These things, they don't hurt, they're just... burdensome, a weight upon the shoulder. I'm sorry if it sounds crazy. I tell you the truth.
You don't sound crazy. Some people in Azera are different. They are touched by things, or they have seen things that change them.
I don't want to see
Whether it's
things.
your bloodline. I think
They're not meant to be seen.
Are you sure about that?
I am very, very sure. What I see now, every so often, it's things that would make anyone go mad, and I honestly don't know why I haven't. Maybe I have. I'm just not coming to terms with it. But something stares back. Some things stare back, and they know that I see them. And I stand there frozen, not knowing what to do. God help me.
Maybe it is a god.
No. It is not. This is a mistake. I shouldn't be seeing these things at all. And they tell me these voices in my head. I shouldn't see. say I am dead. Some of them, different voices. They say, you shouldn't see. How do you see? When did you die? The time living. My heart beateth still, even when it is so cold.
Well, they have that wrong. You're definitely not dead.
I think I'm going to have a very long conversation with Mr. O'Shaughnessy when he gets back.
I don't think this is his fault.
I'm not saying it's his fault.
I asked him months ago to do this for me.
I am sure that Mr. O'Shaughnessy has done everything with the best of his intentions to the best of his abilities. I have no doubt in my mind of that. But that faceless bastard with him, I do question.
The Inquisitor was trying to help. He really was.
The hell he isn't.
He isn't. And neither are you. That's what they want. They want you to fucking turn on each other. He has done nothing but help this province and the peasants within it. He's doing so right now. He might not even come back. For all we know.
God, I hope he does.
How many days have they been
I don't
gone?
know how I'm going to convince Dario.
They've been gone for about 4 or 5 days, right?
Something like that, yes.
4 days.
You need to give him a chance. You heard Laudia. His intention wasn't to bestow this affliction upon her. It was to heal. So she may better
Mr.
perform.
O'Shaughnessy,
My
I have
worry
no
is
doubt of. It is the Inquisitor.
he knew what the serum would do. He listed off what it would do. I'm curious to think how he knew. If he could see.
I know I can't get anything out of the Inquisitor. Mr. O'Shaughnessy and I are on good terms. Perhaps we can have a civil conversation about all of this.
First things first.
At least
I'm
I can
more worried about
understand it
Laudia.
better.
I need to get Dario back on track. If he is killed, 70% of the army. They will not listen to me. There has to be a way.
You'll figure it out. And we'll be here to help you.
I don't.
You will.
If I don't, the suicide missions that these fools are planning is going to be useless when there is no line to stop the horde. We are all fighting each other. Instead of fighting that which is literally moments away from ending everything we hold dear. I know not if Dario will see this. I pray that he does. As if not, that's all I have. We can't kill him.
I do not know what will happen with Dario, whether we are able to correct his course or if Erhard's going to do what he wants.
We
Regardless.
cannot let that duel happen.
Either way, Dario needs to be stopped.
If
In the
Lord
meantime,
Edhart falls,
In the meantime, though, what is it you want me to do?
If push comes to shove, I will need to confront Dario. So I will need members
How
who
do
are
you
trusted
intend
of
to
the
do that?
23rd to move at a moment's notice. Get me an audience with Dario, even if he doesn't want it. Understand why wouldn't I say this? It is not a suicide. They are Castigar veterans of the East. We stand not a chance but a hope. But it is worth the price. I have to make it worth the price. Or it's over.
Alright. If Dario gives any pushback to meeting with you, then I'll talk with him. Unless he's been lying to me this whole time, he has said that we are friends. So hopefully that means something. God knows.
Who knows? I am but one person. You don't have anything. No medical, no nothing. Do I
you have friends that support you.
They wouldn't die for the Imperium. They wouldn't. I wouldn't want them to.
I don't know about the Imperium, but you're a different case.
Agreed.
I don't want their deaths to be my responsibility. It would need to be a volunteer effort, mostly Imperial.
As long as I have an angle, I'll be able to put him on the back foot.
He cannot be killed. I just have to get through to him.
I believe you can. But we must have a plan B for if he swings on you.
You wouldn't dare.
My dream
I think
says
he's lost his
otherwise.
fucking mind. The Dario you knew is not the same Dario that currently is out doing God knows what.
No, he's still the same. He's just on a quest. It's going to destroy the world
Quest
what
for
he intends to bring.
Grit. Saying anything.
But in so doing, he would seed his name in all of history. The man wants a legacy. But is that legacy worth snuffing everything out? Get you 5 minutes of fame in a book. I cannot believe with all
He
good
just wants to be
conscience that that
important,
is
so-
what he thinks. There's got to be something more.
I think he's being guided personally. This sudden change. It wasn't just my
The engineer that came into
vague
town
explanation.
gave him one explanation of what could be, and he ate it up.
You'd think he wouldn't be bored with the current orc invasion. What is he thinking? He simply does not care about any of you, does he?
I cannot speak for him.
Fucking.
If what the engineer says is true, then... And if anything Earhart alluded to the last time we discussed it, then he's right, and... there'll be war.
Not just any
The
war
whole
either.
world.
The world would be fighting each other.
Wars against elves, elves against men.
I'm sure they
Men
have no
against
issue
everything.
with that, but there are things a lot worse than us. And elves and dwarves.
The drow are busy at work as well, planning.
Oh, good. More things to worry about.
I have a feeling that it won't be the orcs we deal with before long. We're
No.
missing something.
Do you all remember the Ettercap that Victor captured?
The what?
Sorry, that creature. Oily skin, large. He trapped it in his
No.
office.
As a matter of fact, I don't.
Well, you should ask Sanders about it. Or I can tell you.
It had a beautiful singing voice.
And it had a lot to say as well.
Is that so?
Yes, the creature... It was intelligent enough to communicate. I imagine since I am its kin of the underdog. It pleaded for help. There was a reason why it was so close to the surface, why the Imperium could snatch it up the way they did. It was pushed out of its home. Now, I don't know
Pushed
what
out.
could possibly push something out of the bottom of the underdog, but it would have to come from below it. Creature screamed
what
of
she speaks of.
lights. What I'm getting at is, you're right. The orcs are going to be the least of our worries. Because
we
something
need to
is coming.
focus on the orcs first. We need to
I agree.
stop
we need to remove
this.
them.
And the only way to remove
Yes,
it is to
yes.
get
Everyone on the
Dario
same
back
fucking
in
page.
position. And not gallivanting on this stupid quest for his own hubris and pride.
I
It's
believe
getting
you can
people
convince him.
killed. I honestly am not so sure.
It's going to get him
Listen
killed.
to the
If he goes
Inquisitor.
down to Nith, he's going to die.
I know not.
Can't allow. I agree with you. You need to talk with him. Get him back on track. It's going to
I don't
doom us
think
all.
it's going to happen.
Then pray it
He's
does.
got purpose now.
It's whether or not he swings on me. I will
I
not
don't
kill
think
one
he'll
of my
swing
own.
on you. But he's got purpose now.
His purpose.
And that's the Theosian
folly.
cause. Well, it won't be if what this engineer is coming up with about this Nith Mammalorian, whatever the hell you call it, if his words are true, it won't be folly. The Imperium will have every
everything it needs for war. And then what do you think will happen here? Oh no, I've already said it. The non-humans here will be... they'll be lynched. Every human here will ally with the Imperium. They have embassies all throughout the country. And then at the end, the Imperium wins if what doesn't lurk below us crawl out and kill us all at once.
It'll wait until we feel safe. It always does.
Yes, I'm not.
The world is waking up.
Unfortunately.
In some chaotic fucking way. I don't know what's happening, but we cannot continue to ignore what has been occurring. Especially on the surface in the last 3 years. Let's be honest with each other here. Shit's fucking weird. Shit's getting weirder. Dare I say we're coming into a new era.
New era of what?
I don't know. Chaos. War.
Oh, good.
Monsters. Ghosts. Who fucking knows? All I know is, if we don't squash the orcs within the next few weeks, they will storm Nautis, and we will be wiped off. And then everything's for nothing.
I would not wish it to be.
I don't want to leave Nautis without having secured the orcs. But that time will come where I have to leave. For a very long time.
I wonder
time.
if you would come with me to guide the way down if I do confront Daria.
Of course I would.
And then have to separate our own ways.
Guide the way down.
It's
That's
treacherous.
Where he's going. Don't have Night Stalkers.
You do not intend to go there.
I would have to.
I'm surely
it's where
mishearing
he's
you.
going.
He's stationed at the ruins right now.
That's why I said what I said. I would need a dedicated few to go on this escapade that
He
may very
needs
well
to
fail.
be stopped.
I know what I'm asking.
So you want to go to this place and try to convince him that, as far as I'm aware, everything that we're theorizing is true in regards to humanity and its slavery, and you want to convince him otherwise with the proof in front of him.
I refuse to believe there's not a shred of humanity not left in him.
I am not denying that.
Then
But he will have everything he
see.
needs in front of him.
I cannot. He swings on me, so be it. It is
You
a
must try.
small price. Maybe then, when he is struck down, that which he called an ally once, he'll see reason. I know what I'm asking of you, Fritz. I'm not a fool.
I will say this. If this is what you are wanting to do, I will follow you. I will do as you say. I have placed my trust in you time and time before, and I have no reason to stop doing so now. But I will say that I do not think that this will happen. I think he will have to die, and you will have to be the one in charge. I know that is not what you want, but I'm afraid I think that's just what's going to happen.
Who will do it? You? Me?
It'll take multiple people to take him down.
But according to Earhart, there are plenty of things down there that are going to be trying.
If you confront him in an area where I can get a vantage point, like I said, I can put him on the back foot.
It'll only make him more assured in his resolve. If we strike out first,
Or he'll be dead.
Then my
Have you talked to
efforts
the
will be for
Institute?
nothing. Yes,
Maybe you should
I've
speak
known
with Professor Lockwood.
I haven't spoken with him, but
That's a good place to start. With their help. Do you know what they have? Those Warforged servants. Enough menace could stop him in his tracks. If he sees in front of him an impenetrable force, he will have no choice but to turn around. I'm sure Dario doesn't want to die. He wants to prove himself. He wants a purpose.
If Dario even goes down there, Arnolf already said it, he's threatened to tell Eshma.
And we can't very well
I fear
allow
he already
that.
has.
It's a
Not
world
like we
of
can stop them.
problems.
Actually, there's no way he can get in touch with Eshma unless he sends a missive directly to the gate. Their emissary is dead.
Okay. He has the power to do so,
He does.
unless you
But
intend
we
to
could
watch the
intercept
road
that
the whole
missive.
time. Well, then we have no way of knowing when he's going to do that.
Too much tediousness. We don't want to work against Arnolf, but we also don't want this, Oh no. We
If
don't
Dario
want
goes
this
down there,
duel
we're going to
happen.
have to work against Arnolf because he's going to act. He's going to kill him. He's going to try.
Do we talk to Arnolf first and stop him? Tell him that you'll
We
handle it.
tried last time.
I already spoke
He was
with
angry.
him. He was angry.
Maybe he's calmed down by now.
No, Arnolf will do what he has to do.
Stubborn.
Which is why it is important to offer the softer hand. Look, I'm a diplomat. I'll
Yes.
do what I do. And all will be made right. We just have to hope a little.
I'm gonna have to believe her there after what she pulled at the fucking vineyard. I have all my faith that she can fix any problems with her fucking mouth. That sounded weird.
Well.
With her talking.
Yes, well. As I said, I trust in you, and you have my faith entirely.
Then please follow my words to the letter. Because they're going to be very hard to follow. We have to play this passively.
Yes.
Or we're just proving that he is a monster and there is no man left in him. We know this is not true. We are all redeemable. Even the most sinful of us. I think that's enough discussion for one night. Thank you all for hearing me out.
Of course.
What should I tell Ulrich? I want them now.
That the treatment is working, and I am not in any pain. I'm just sad that I can do nothing for those that are reaching out, even now.
I don't think he'll buy any of that, but I'll tell him I'm just keeping an eye on you in the meantime, and he'll have to accept that.
If it gets really
He does
bad,
speak
I
out of
will
concern.
ask for help. I know. If it starts killing me, which it hasn't, then I will come back. And he can help me if he wishes. I don't want to be put on an operating table and opened up. I'd sooner not exist. It's not something I want to go through.
I will do everything in my power to ensure that does not happen.
Then I am thankful.
Alright. If there's nothing else you need of me for the night, then...
There is nothing more. Just be careful there on the front. We're fighting a war we can't win.
Well, I've been shot 3 times and almost had my head caved in by an orc. I think I'm doing alright so far. But I will leave you with present company.
Sure, she'll be staying in the guest room. Her house is a little dirty right now. Spring cleaning,
Yes,
so to speak.
I would imagine so.
So she'll be in the library.
Well, good night, you two. I don't suppose
Be
I
safe
could steal
returning to
that
town.
off of you.
I shan't be using it. Just wish damn thing with light.
I will see you all tomorrow.
So shall we both. Good night.
Good night.
The doors to the guest bedroom don't have any locks. I didn't exactly intend it to be secure, so to speak. You can prop up a shelf in front of
Alright.
it if need be.
Nah, if anyone tries to break in there, they'll be the ones scared, not me.
No, not really.
Oh, I will be going through your books. Hope you don't mind.
I don't mind at all. They are meant to be read.
Very good.
I will,
Well,
certainly.
I'm gonna get settled in. Good night.
I can help, let me know.
Read away, burn the night oil. My home is your
A lot
home.
of people have suffered on my behalf, but I appreciate the offer.
If there are people willing to suffer on your behalf, that means you're a good man. It's hard to remember, but people don't die for nothing. Unless they choose to. Rarely do they choose to. Good man.
So I've noticed. Good night.
Good night to you as well.
God preserve me.
Is Nadia?
Here.
Coach, you know, so yeah.
You went up and left. I'm sorry if I sound like a lunatic.
When was where I saw both oceans up. This is all far more complicated than I can understand, and it's clear that people want to help, whether it is appears to understand it or whatever it
I
is.
just don't want to be treated like some experiment.
You're not an experiment. I don't know why you would feel that way.
Why they looked at me.
It's the Imperium, my lady. Everything that differentiates from what they believe to be the norm is something that they must poke and pull at until it can either be justified or labeled.
I don't want to be.
Unless you're getting rid of me. But so long as I am at your side, no one will do anything to you that you do not wish. It is as simple as that.
I know.
But there's nothing for you to worry about.
Until the time that's borrowed is spent. Do you remember Adwick? Remember that old woman that gave me that small cocoon?
Yes, it's why I walked away, actually. I remembered something she said.
What do you remember?
She was uncanny. It was like the world around her moved, but she didn't. She was as constant, she was there. Her words were soothing, her voice melodious. It's something I could listen to all day. But it was what she said that captured my attention the most. When she spoke, it always had weight to it. And I never understood what she meant. You cannot leave her side. You cannot leave her side, lest hope dies. And if hope dies, wings are clipped. Memories clouded. The truth forgotten.
The cocoon.
I don't know what that means.
She said to me, when this small, frail thing finally bursts forth, you will know where your destiny lies, and you will know what you must do. And when it did, it was so beautiful and vibrant, and it flitted about, and it existed, and it was so dazzling. And then it landed on you, and then it flew away. And the worst part about it is I never noticed the cocoon, that what was inside was already dead.
That is just life in general, my lady. As things change, things die. And it doesn't always have to be in the physical sense either.
Never grew. So how then did such a beautiful thing ever exist? It's impossible.
You're saying this to me like this is some sort of clairvoyance. My lady Heidemann, I have said this about you many times. I know not how you exist.
Please don't say
You're born into such...
Please. They say the same things.
Perhaps whatever it is in awe. Your heart is pure. I've told you this for many years.
It aches. It aches.
What would my lady have me do? There must be something.
I just don't want to be cold anymore.
Then you shall not be. I know not what happens, but I shall do my best to learn, so I may be of service. I will find that potion seller. I will bring him to you. I will find him and I will bring him to you. I left a note in the hut I see him frequent. Asked for him. Told him to meet me in the morrow or whenever he returned. I will check every morning at the inn. See that he is there. As soon as I find him, I will have him brought directly to you. Surely such a strange, eccentric man would know strange and eccentric uses of medicine or magic, or whatever it must be. I will not settle for anything.
I don't know if he can be trusted.
Then I will search somewhere else.
But he knew of
They
my
have healers
affliction
amongst the elves.
without me even telling him. So I hold hope. And each scent try and poke and prod. As all these other people would.
Well, I will not let that happen to you. Body hide him. I would make a very poor protector if I did. We will find you what you need. No matter what it is. Even if I must ride into Ashma and find a healer, even if I must go back to Ireland and find a priest, I will do whatever I must to get you what you need. I swear it. You have only but to ask.
I don't believe in fatalism. I won't let these dreams persist. I will try and be free of them.
Your willpower is some of the strongest I've ever.
You think so? Don't feel so.
You have had enough willpower for the both of us. My lady, when I wanted to flee, because that's what that was from Adwick, I wanted to run away. I used every excuse I could to tell myself why I needed to keep riding away. I was wrong. I was running. It had nothing to do with honor, had nothing to do with being a burden. It was because I was afraid I would fail. Fail you. I realized in that moment that I was a broken man. My will had left me. But I had hoped if I had just won this tournament, I would have been something more. But it was your words, your strength, the things that you said to me, that changed how I felt about it all. I found my courage, I found my will. I was proud again. You are a strong woman. I care not what you think the world is trying to tell you. I know you will make of it what it must be. For you are here. You are alive. As surely as you're warm against the flesh, and your heart beats and your ideals flourish among the people who listen to you. You are here. You always will be. Till the day you tell me you're done. I'm tired of the countryside of all things. Or a school forever. All I know is wherever you I shall. I shall uphold your ideals. Shall protect what you believe in. I shall guard you. Until the day I have served my purpose. Rest now, Lord Heidemann. I shall guard your dream. Rest and be free of storm. Yeah,
I was
Joshua?
Sorry.
God.
we just respawned to you. Sorry.
That's okay.
Oh dear.
I'm crying. That's all. I'm crying.
My heart. Oh.
Oh. I don't know. Where are you gonna sleep then? I guess you have a barracks, right? Well, we're back on the Nalani Find a Home quest.
Poor Eladia.
Poor us, dude.
That took so long to find you that.
Yeah. Man's like, I don't know what's wrong, but I'll try to learn. Well,
It's so
sleep at the soup kitchen?
tragic.
There's not. Yeah, they do, but it's full. It's like Daisy's
Well,
whole thing is that
And she
would
didn't.
try to
Ulrich
grab the
asked too
cloak
many
and
questions
throw
on
the
how it.
on the table. So
Now she just feels like a fucking
She grabbed the
rat.
cloak of her house, her house colors.
Thank goodness.
He's got a knight gripping his sword in one hand and
I think we'll
keeping her
sleep
warm
well
with the other.
tonight.
Daisy lived under a dock. It's not
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Honestly, I don't even think Exeter will be able to keep watch. I think he'll
Nah,
fall
he
asleep.
will.
Yeah, I mean that.
How could he? He's too warm, dude. Even through the armor.
I didn't. I mean, it also
5 minutes
I think I've shown you
apiece.
before. It's like a
little too close.
Look at us, dude.
5 minutes later, Ladio, wake up! The front lines have assaulted!
No,
Wake up!
please. I just buried your
Son of
fucking
a-
grandson, champion. Please don't make me bury another one of your kids.
Oh, it's because like
I lost
And
it.
that's
I
it.
knew you were
100%.
gonna do that. I knew you were gonna do that. I literally
It's just
called it
him.
before it happened, and I'm like, you motherfucker, don't do that to me. I gotta go to bed, dude. I work in 2 hours. I have to sleep. I'm off. Goodbye.
Take care, Doja. That was wonderful. Thank you.
Pleasure, pleasure. I'll see you all next week. Or do it anyway.
No,
Bye
was
bye.
something
Take care.
else.
Oh, okay.
it was
I was like,
Dude, you sleep well. Alright, chat. I go to bed now. Wish you all. See you all tomorrow. Or the next time.